What is up, guys? Zabba Houdini here, and welcome back to a little bit of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yes, Warhorse are back, and they've done an amazing job. I think they've just announced that they've sold through 2 million copies, which might not seem much when you see the Rockstars and the Capcoms and all that, but my god, for a small team with a budget of like, what, 40 million instead of the 300 million for Spider-Man 2, that is amazing. Clearly they've made back their money and then some, and they deserve every penny. This game is something special. Hell yes, I've been enjoying it so far. It was nice kind of getting back into things. I haven't changed up the combat too much, so it's both like a blessing and a curse, where you're like, oh, I remember this, sort of, and then you're like, oh god, I remember this, sort of. So yeah, it's been really fun so far. It's almost like they're excelling with some of the best writing in games, I think, because it's just hilarious, you know. It's medieval times, but you're just bursting out laughing because of the hijinks. Get up there. Oh yes. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully we'll get to take out Mart Fark there. Brand new week, absolutely massively busy week this week. Jesus Christ, we got the official release of Avowed, Obsidian's new first-person and third-person fantasy game. Is it going to be better than Skyrim? We'll find out. Then we got Don't Nod's brand new IP, Lost Records. It's kind of like a mix of almost like the Breakfast Club meets Stranger Things. It's kind of cool. A little bit of supernatural in there, as they always do. We'll see how that goes. Yes, yes. And then at the end of the week, we have like a Yakuza, like a dragon, Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii. I never know which way it is, but we played a bit of the demo. That was a bit of fun. So yeah, lovely jubbly. Let's get back into this, huh? We're in the middle of trying to crash a wedding. We're finding our way into the wedding. Easier said than done, huh? Can't get anywhere without an invite. But we've been slowly building up Henry's power and his influence and his friends, including we got our horse back and we got Mutt back. So yeah, we're feeling kind of like ourselves. But that doesn't mean that you're walking around thinking that you're God. No, no, no. We still get our ass handed to us. But we've been learning the new ways. They've improved master strikes now, so they kind of work like an offensive parry. So not only are you dodging the move, you're also then immediately following up with some nasty goodness right there. I've been seeing some of the content for Elden Ring Night Rain, and yeah, damn, yeah, it looks good. I didn't get a code, didn't bother with that. I've never been really messing around with the network test. I find they're just glorified, like, you know, marketing tools. Alright, I wanted to go over here. Let's get our horse back. But it seems cool. It's definitely different. It's like a mix of Helldivers 2 with Fortnite in Elden Ring. Does that make any sense? You're like, what? So the Fortnite thing is the Battle Royale style storm that closes in. But the whole thing, like, it's meant to be 1 player or 3 player, not 2 players. Kind of weird like that. And what you do with that then is, oh yeah, we can praise her. You're kind of trying to survive each night as it closes in on you. So a normal run could take like an hour. That's what they're trying to do. Get in, get out. So it could be interesting. Nice. We could have fast traveled there, but we'll take Pebbles for a run because we need to build up our stamina. We need to get our saddle and stuff. I have most of the Twitch drops. I actually keep forgetting to do that when I'm playing this, is to put the drops in the title, like all the big streamers do. And then you might get, you know, 4 people. But yeah, I never know how to activate those. I don't even know which platform they're for, because those drops, like, you know, it's claiming them and setting up your account. That's the easy part. But it might just only be for PC or whatever. I think oh, what's this? It's a bandit? What happened here? It is a bandit. Let's scare him off a little bit. Can you get off for a second? Thank you. There is a horse combat, but, you know, easier said than done. Nice. Alright. Ooh. Where is my fucking sword? Have I got my sword out? I do, okay. Alright, so what you want to do... I surrender! You're stealing from a dead body you probably killed. There is no surrender. Sicko. Alright. He did get a lump in there. It's always the nobles, right? So yeah, if you take out in here, it's considered robbing from the dead. Except the Groschen. Yoinks! Let's put our blade away. It is nighttime, so you never know what you're going to see at night. Nice. He probably would have stopped us anyway. Let's see here. We got a hunting sword I can sell for later. Why isn't my torch working? There you go. There you go. Yeah, nothing really worth selling here at all. Maybe these padded. We get the groschen from them. Nice. Alright, where'd my horse go? Nice. There is horse combat. I was kind of trying it there, but just nothing was coming. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sometimes you can't tell if your sword is out. There's... I know, right? I know. Usually there's the symbol green means your sword is out, but try telling me that. Alright. No, it'll still be nighttime by the time we get over here. I should have rested up a bit more. I was going to fast travel, so that would have taken longer. Nice, you don't really need this. It's a lovely night in the middle of Kingdom Come Deliverance. I wanted to talk to this guy, so if you remember, we did a quest with this guy where he was a drunkard, and we got him. Basically, he was being hunted by wolves. He was hiding in a tree, and he fell out of a tree and all that. He was annoying you. Annoying. I want to have a chat with him. Nice. Well, apparently I'm hungry again. Are you any other way? I swear I got the perk that you're not supposed to get hungry as much. How's it going, Dynamite? Hello. So yeah, now we have this massive RPG, and we're like, let's play another RPG. So, Jesus Christ. I told you February was going to be stacked to the tits. I mean, what? I never did that in Red Dead. Right, shoot the horse in the head. Exactly. I do that all the time. Or like if you're in a turret on a jeep or a plane and then just shoot it up by accident. Remember we were doing a quest here. It said I could sleep whenever I want. Yeah, sleep and save. Okay, cool. Well, I guess we'll do that till they wake up. It's so funny, this game is a little bit too lifelike. Nothing gets done after 7 PM. 7 till 7. Here in Ireland, nothing gets done after 5 PM. I'm like, bitch, I got shit to do. I got accounts to close. Nice, hope you got some food. How are you doing anyway? How was your weekend? I kept meaning to stream at the weekend and just things went a bit wonky. And then, what's going on with that? And we were kind of hanging out on Saturday night, and I was like, oh my god, and it was almost a fucking all-nighter, so. I was like, Jesus Christ. Hello!
Greetings to you.
Greetings!
Silly doggy.
Who are you calling silly doggy? There's the son who hates his father. Hello there, you don't mind if I just rob a bit of food? Yeah, they're fine with us. Cool. Nom noms. I think from good food like this, you'll get 20 nourishment. Normal food. Yes, I'm at 55. So this should take it up to nearly 75. Maybe. Depends. I swear I have the perk. 69. Alright, not even. Not even. And if it goes over, what is it, 85 or 90 or something, you're considered overstuffed. There's a perk that if you don't starve or overstuff yourself in 3 days, you get extra stamina. But it's only good for an achievement. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Has he any other jobs for us? You have any other troubles? Here we go.
Well then.
Well then.
All right. Forester in the land have some problems I could help him with.
Harry, you buffoon. I'm not the best in the land.
No, you're not even the best right here. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Because I'm the only one
good
here.
stuff.
Well,
as usual, I just can't get back into the right times of streaming anymore. It's impossible.
Recently, my supplies have been running out quickly for some reason. And you know how much I like a drink when I'm taking a break on the bench behind my house?
Yeah, I know. You like to take a drink while you're taking a break. You like to take a drink when you're on the toilet. You like to take a drink while you're sleeping. I've never seen anyone sleep drink and not choke. Well, there you go. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Indeed I do. It was me who carried you through the forest the last
right?
time you...
That was a pain in the arse.
These things happen. So, I need to top up my supply.
These things happen.
Run along to Troskovitz for a bottle or two for
all
me.
right.
Take this coin.
I'm not gonna fetch booze for you. Look at all the money he's given us. What would you like?
What would you like to drink, gamekeeper?
I call it the poacher's hideout. Mix a goblet of mead with wine.
Right.
I've never heard of this poacher's.
I'll get your poacher's hideout.
Poachers! They think they can turn the woods.
Oh, now he's confused. He's talking about poachers now.
Of me. I'll send you after them.
Do you want the drink, or do you want me to take down poachers?
I'll give you
what the hell? Can't take Henry serious as fucking glass, right? He's like, he's a little pimp. He's a pimp. Yeah, shut up, dude. There's apparently a jester's costume hanging around somewhere, so I gotta get that. I gotta play the whole game like that. I'll keep it to buy. And coin I gave you. Oh, here's your coin back. There you go.
Of course.
There you go.
Well, are you gonna do?
Normally I'd keep it because he's a gobshite, but
I'll
you know,
help you with the
I
poachers.
feel bad for the
Poachers
ailing
will
wife.
become the prey.
That's
Tell me where I can find the poachers.
So there's two ways of getting into this wedding. You can go
Hold your
through the
horses.
blacksmith, or you
I
can
want
go.
them alive.
Okay.
Pieces. So don't butcher them.
Don't butcher them. Ah, pity. You're the chief.
If you want it done without
Or you
killing,
can go talk
try
to
it without
an
killing.
old
Glad to
mill,
hear it.
a
You'd be
miller head.
surprised
I'm
how
gonna try
many
and
hotheads have offered to
figure
do
that one out.
just that. I've had enough of hearing.
I'm hearing good things
they're all
about
dead,
Avowed.
just a dick. And
They've
then
gone
finding
for
out
like
the
the
smart
open
arse
area
spent the
instead of
whole day in
open
the
world,
tavern instead. So if you do kill a poacher, I
just like
want
Outer
proof.
Worlds, and I love that. And apparently, like, it's a really great example of Unreal Engine 5. They're using Lumen and Nanite, which is Nanite, like, it's just a fancy name that make it sound like it's nanotechnology, but it's just like microscopic levels of loading in the texture, which means that it'll basically on-render something, make it look really rough from far away, but you won't be able to tell the difference because as you get closer, it'll slowly blend it into its fully realized like 4K asset. It's a clever way. Maybe it'll stop this horrible pop-in that I hate from Unreal Engine.
No
We'll
gutting,
see.
you said.
I don't think
That's
so.
settled.
I don't think there's
Look,
just any
Let's get to the
really
point.
way of
We
fixing
have
it.
to focus on Rock Tower Pond.
It's been a problem
and the
since the
forests
beginning,
around it.
since fucking
That's where games
Unreal
become
Engine 2
scarcest.
almost, I'd say. Oh, the old Gears of War games and that, like I saw it. Where should I look? Yeah. We'll focus on Rock Tower Pond and the forest around it. That's where the game is becoming scarcest.
Where should I look?
Okay, sorry. I thought he'd give me a little bit to the west of the pond. Right.
It's easy to find because
So I can't kill them.
Otherwise, it's nothing but boulders.
Okay.
And
Thanks,
know if we
numbnuts.
made
so
And you
can
get
have us, I
15.
don't know,
Right. Should I bring the poacher to you?
Where should I take them?
to the Troskovitz bailiff.
Okay.
Look, it would.
Well, you can.
And leave.
He
the
won't let me
lads.
I
exit.
understand.
Will you help me? Where should I look? He won't let me leave the
Let's
conversation.
say I go into the forest and come across some bloke.
The main thing is to make sure he really is the poacher.
Yeah.
We'd have some explaining to do if you.
Okay,
accused an
so I
innocent
gotta
man.
catch him
That
in the
shouldn't
act,
be too hard.
maybe.
If he's hunting, I'll seize him.
That's no way to go about it, Henry.
Ah.
You have to be certain, right? The Rock Tower poacher, say. He tends to spend the day holed up, only coming out before dawn or after dusk. He probably knows I like to sleep in and spend my evenings having a drink.
You say so.
So I won't be trudging round the pond at those times.
So the best thing would be to catch him in his camp.
Aye. He'll have dead animals, hides.
Okay.
Them poachers have also started using...
It's like he's explaining it like I'm 5. Come on, dude. I'm at least 6. I'm off then. Alright.
I'll be off then.
Good
Toodles.
luck. And let me know how it
Yeah,
goes.
I just don't think there's
I hope
any
it
way
does
of
them what for,
fixing
because
Unreal Engine
I'm
5
sick
at
and
all.
tired
It's
of them.
the problem with Unreal Engine
Been at it
5
for 2
is
months now. Or is it
90%
You can
of
count on me.
the devs they know how to use it, or approximation. It's the only engine they know, right? So it's a monopoly. So nobody's really learning any kind of new tricks. Now the engine is improving in its little it's little tools and fancy shite that you can do with it. But if the foundation is rickety to begin with, it's horrible. Like if you go look at any digital foundry, which they really are the tech experts, they'll tell you it has a horrible giant footprint. It's like the Bigfoot of game engines. And to me and you, what does that mean? Nothing really, right? But why do you think that these games keep getting bigger and bigger in size? And why do you think even after installing 120 gigs, the assets and fucking textures just keep failing to load in, and it's barely hitting 60 frames on a good day?
Quick!
That's bloody why. Okay, some reason I'm going the wrong way. I will. He has a little person on his map, and I get it. He's facing the way you're going, and there is a little arrow, but like, it's just not enough for me. I need a giant. Clearly, I need a ginormous fucking arrow.
Quick!
Hold. Don't want to hurt poor old Pebbles. 'Cause I could have sworn I was going the right direction. Nice. We took a big chunk. We're like 20 hours into this, but we haven't left the prologue yet. But the prologue is about a third of the game anyway, so it's not that big a deal. was huge. Oh, I remember this place. So I'm gonna go across here and to the left. Okay. Let's look for this poacher. Oh, mama. Yeah, I need to get a good saddle and tack for Pebbles here. I swear there was one of the drops. I just don't know how to access the drop stuff. Hello, that's a cumin. Usually they stop and fight. You can tell by them because they look like fucking orange elves with the stuff they're wearing. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Your stamina's fine.
Go.
Yeah, so that's the deal with Unreal Engine. I kind of shit on it because I find it crashes most and not overly gone on the looks of it. You know, Lumen is a type of global illumination, kind of ray traced and all that, but it's the same as everything else. There's such a dumbass focus on reflections now that we're missing the forest from the trees, which is horrific, like frame stuttering and texture popping, and it's those things that break immersion. I don't give a fuck about your reflection in the water. Like, we had some good reflections on PS2 days. Yeah, it was just little square mirrors and that, but why have we've gone so far, you know? We've gone so far away from those days, and we couldn't be making our games look worse. Where the fuck am I going? How did I go up this way? There's just no way. I went west. Have you been playing that in yourself? Nice. God, would the bad weather ever end? I can hear the rain just hammering away there. I'm so sick of this winter and everything. Sick of this weather. Where the fuck am I? How did I get over there? I came along this road. When did I turn north? I was going in a straight line. Son of a bitch. No, hold on, I'm still going wrong here. What is going on? Maybe I was going the right way. Nice. That's all it takes. I told you, directionally challenged on a good day. We were going the right way. I knew it. I knew it. I think what happens is sometimes, for whatever reason, just a little bug, about 1 in every 10 times you open up the map, you're somewhere in the clouds and you can't see anything. That kind of disorientates you a little bit. That's why I put a lot of my stamps and flags and markers on the roads. It seems silly. It's like, hey, go towards this direction from the direction you're riding in, and you'll probably get there, hopefully, right? Any new addictions? Any new chocolate or drink addictions? There's not a whole lot of great drinks out there. I do see a lot of ladies drinking white monsters. What's all that about? I remember I was doing a race here before. Hello, you okay? Oh, she's been attacked. Oh, fucking, it scared my horse. She's been attacked by wolves. We have to help her. Leave her alone. No, leave her alone, you little pricks. Apparently if you block... Remember I was having trouble? Oh yeah, look, it's working. Remember I couldn't hit the wolves? Apparently if you block and then attack, it will do a pokey strike. Because I was having... Oh, sorry, now I'm just cauterizing the meat. Is there another one around? Are you okay? Leave her alone. So if I swing, it always misses. Apparently, you can... you block and then attack by holding it. You do a little poke. Are you okay, girl? That's right. What's my reward, man? Motorboating? I mean, what? We happen... Sorry, motorboating was not invented for another 2 years. Oh, I think he's gone. I think he ran away. What a bitch. Alright, let's talk to her. Are you okay?
Mother of God, that was terrifying.
And it's about as terrifying as your face. Speaking of, in one of my AI stories, I made Wado and an intergalactic pimp. Nice, very good. Nice. After having Vader killed... Oh, we all know Vader is a world-class dancer if you've seen any of the memes. You should reward me. Nice.
There was nothing really.
Now look, I'm covered in blood.
Main thing is you're safe and sound.
Nothing, you say? No. I have to repay you for your bravery.
Just erect the statue.
For
no?
You, and thank you again.
Well, the wolf is still there. So if I was you, I'd get home. Now you can butcher every animal you hunt, just like Red Dead. Like, it's literally lifted out of Red Dead. You get the same cutscene, never knock. Pull out your knife, slash. Look how bad the... Jeez. So yeah, I think that hopefully the success of this game is actually bolstering a little bit of the CryEngine, because Crytek, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know what they were up to. I asked on a previous stream, I didn't know. But they're in trouble. They're in financial trouble. The only game they have going right now is that is this Hunt the Showdown or Hunt 1886 or something. Let's see if this will wash off some of the blood, but I don't think so.
I can't swim.
Don't think so. Nice. We haven't even got into the bath maids and stuff yet. I know you can't swim. I don't think you can ever swim. But they are working on Crisis 4, but they're just running out of funding. See, that Hunt Showdown game is probably like going for 8 years, which is, you know, very impressive. But impressive doesn't pay the bills. I don't want them to go away. Like, the Cry engine is licensed by only a few games that I know of anyway, and this is one of the big ones. I think it's a great engine. Like, right now, you know, you're only going to see things like forests and medieval suits of armor and that. You know, you don't know how it looks like in a sci-fi setting or whatever. I think it's got a lot to offer. I wanted the industry to use more engines. Why did he just start veering to the right? I want them to use more engines, not just Unreal Engine. Hence why, like, a lot of, like, Microsoft have moved from the Slipspace engine to Unreal, and Square Enix have taken, like, probably a $50 million hit on their... They had, like, a Luminosity engine for all their Final Fantasies and Kingdom Hearts. Oh, hold. Whoa. Is this it? Could be. Let's have a look to see if anybody says that. And they're all gone to Unreal Engine because it's not because it's cheaper, because you have to give Epic money to use that license, you know. Oh, they're not too happy here. There's an enemy camp. All right. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's not it. Scared bait. Alright, what did he say exactly? Come here at dusk or dawn. Supposed to look for the first porch to the west. That's where I started exploring. They say there's a ruined building among the rocks between a pond and some dense wood. You're dense wood, so the west of the lake. I assume this is the lake? Maybe the whole thing is the lake. And there's some kind of ruined building between the rocks. Now, even though they give you this kind of area, I hate this kind of shit. I blame Ubisoft for this as well. It's extremely difficult in this game because, you know, it's so well realized that having a search area like that. Have you ever seen anyone looking for a missing person? They don't go out with one person into an area. They comb the land with 20 or fucking 30 people. I don't have that luxury. These motherfuckers are right here. That's actually the same camp where we were attacked. Remember that?
Quick!
Because there's the combat arena. There's the ruined building he was talking about, I think. These guys can fuck off. I don't need to fight them. I can kill them all where they stand though, right? You believe me, don't you? Cottage ruins, right? We did say it was between the rocks. We don't know. Anything in here? Bit of meat.
Be a poacher's workplace.
Yeah.
It might not be far away.
You're right too. Look at this poacher's kit. Nighthawk. Ooh. That helps you see in the dark. It's basically like the cat potion. Roe deer. Okay. He's got to be close. He's not with those enemies, is he not? Okay, good. Yeah, lots of cool games. Any games coming out you're thinking of getting? You getting that Smurfs Mash-Up pack for Minecraft? Then we have the new season of Fortnite at the end of the week. We'll see how that is. So kind of just excited for the Mortal Kombat and then the change of the guns. That's about it. I'm such a weird player of that game compared to anybody else. And the Battle Pass, once again, I don't know what's going on over there, but they keep using the same 3 palettes. The main guy, 9 times out of 10, is a white/Asian looking dude with blackish hair. And he's like husbando. That's the same every fucking season. You can go back and look. It's like Leonardo or whatever his name was. And there's like the short Midas looking dude. It's the same shit. Somebody really has a thing for the tall dark. And then the other palette is random bubble gum lady.
There's a camp here, but there's nobody here.
Bubblegum pop lady, but is also extremely normie looking, you know. Oh, I had my torch out for that area. So I hate those 3 palettes, man. It's the same shit over and over again. That's how we got Hope in the end. Hope was one of those palettes. She was just a kind of a normie. It's got a nice setup here. Alright, Mr. Poacher. Oh, Jesus. Hello.
You looking for acorns too?
Kinda, yeah. Sure.
That's right. How many have you got?
There
Right?
ain't many around here. Give it a try at Vidlac. Good luck.
He's just a stranger. Is he the poacher? Poaching, are we?
Nice camp. The hides and all that. Gamekeeper Vostatek sent me to find a poacher who's hunting around here.
Sir, have mercy on me.
Oh.
I can explain everything. I have a family to feed, only we're not doing well and we scarcely have a bite to eat. I was desperate. So I came here to poach. Please, sir, spare me.
Crikey, that was easy.
Yeah. You confess? Why?
So you confess you've been hunting here?
A bit here.
What are you thinking?
and
Yeah,
there.
yeah, the
Well,
battle
you know
pass.
poaching
So,
is a crime.
like,
find another way?
Mortal Kombat's
couldn't think
it's
of
cool to have it
anything.
in there in Sub-Zero, but there's so much normie crap. I think the pickle guy is cool too, actually. Well, maybe it won't be about Rick and Morty, but yeah, there's just a lot of normie crap again. We'll see. The thing is, we kind of complained about this battle pass, but then we got like cool spider chick. Like sometimes you get those boss skins, or most of the time you get those boss skins, so it's not that bad. This one, I know it's like a heist, so they're trying to keep it kind of normie. There's no like mystical magic or whatever.
I'm sure you
But
know
man, it
poaching
just
is
reflects
forbidden.
really bad on some of the
Why'd
designs.
you do it?
I was left with no other option, sir. Ever since
So they
this
always
band
have
of
to.
robbers has been
So that's the
marauding
other,
here,
the end of the
I can
palette
barely
stuff I was
make
talking
ends
about. So there's
meet.
always some
They got no
anthropomorphic thing,
scruples.
whether
They
it's
take
like
whatever
meow
they can get their
muscles
hands on.
or banana
And there ain't
person or
nothing left for
pickle
us common
person.
folk. Besides,
They don't
Lord
realise
von
how
Bergau, God bless him,
apparently
he got his
fucking
hands full with them, and he ain't got
boring
time to put
and
things to right
to
in
the
his
point
domain.
they've become.
Ever since,
It's like
he's been
a
living hand to
50-year-old
mouth.
and 50-year-old Dev, and she's got this thing on her. You know, this is the layout of every battle pass, and they expect us to be paying more. You know, by all the crew and all that. When I'm on the other end, I'm like, I don't really need another battle pass
Why are
ever
you here
again.
by
But
Rock
sure,
Tower
look,
Pond?
This camp.
I think the
I've
battle
known place
pass
since
should
I
be
was
used
little.
for
No
the
one can
most
see anything
craziest
down below.
of skins, but
And
they
when
would
you go
rather
from
leave
above,
those
there's
for the
bushes
shop
covering
because
it.
they can get more money for
Turn
them.
out to be such a
And that's what's
perfect
wrong. So
hideout,
battle
eh?
pass is becoming this scraps. Here's your scraps. That's all you get. Here's a leftover design, and the really cool ones are actually in the store. And then you get that one fucking collaboration skin, you know, whether it's Peter or Godzilla or whoever, and it's like we used to be getting 2 or 3, you know. I think we got like Doom Guy and Witcher in the same fucking battle pass. We'll never get that again. The greed, they're nickel and diming us now. The greed.
That's all I need
Alright,
to know.
I don't think
It's
this
my
is who
job
we're
to
looking
catch
for.
a poacher.
We get Lost
You
Records,
confess to
yeah.
poaching.
I'll try and fit both
So,
of those in tomorrow.
What to do
Since
with you
tapes in
now?
that game,
Sir,
maybe
have
first tape.
mercy on me,
Oh, it's only
please.
2. It's only 2 episodes, is it? Interesting. So maybe episode 1 would be like €20, is it? You're going to the gallows. Let me see.
So, what do you propose then?
I can tell you where to find deer nearby, places hardly nobody knows about.
Mm.
There's one spot here in the hills above Kerchak, and another in a small valley beyond Lower Samine Mill.
I don't know either of those places.
You see? That's a
You
good
see?
reason to be merciful, isn't it?
Look, I'm acting on the gamekeeper's instructions.
Yeah.
He's going to want to know how I dealt with you.
What if you told him you didn't find nothing?
Alright, but stop poaching or else. Okay, I'm going to take pity on this guy. He genuinely seems like he's just down on his luck.
That might work.
Let's see if he accepts this
But
first.
you'd have to give up poaching. Because if you carry on with it...
Look at me
the
being a
gamekeeper
good
will
show.
find
What the
out,
hell is wrong
and
with
he'll- And if he puts pressure on me,
Let's see will he
Alright,
accept
alright,
it.
I won't poach. What am I to do now?
clear off.
Yeah.
If you stay here, the next time you're found, it'll be by someone who isn't so understanding. Do
Exactly.
you want to leave your family with no provider? For poaching, you get the noose. Don't forget that.
You're right.
He's
There's
dead,
no
right?
point staying in this
Poaching
region.
is wrong
You'll
in
never
real
see
life
me
as
here
well.
again.
Even I'm not even talking about in like
Farewell, you.
Africa and that. It is bad there, but it's bad here too. Because you end up endangering things. Now, what's funny is there's most countries will have at least one problem with an animal or a rodent or whatever, you know. There'll be one indigenous species that has gotten out of control. Sometimes it's introduced from a foreign country. Sometimes it's just our own, you know, where it became the apex predator and it just kills off everything else, you know. Anyway, so the point of the matter is that there's always something that you're allowed to kill. I think most of Ireland and UK has been properly regulated, where you really can't just go out willy-nilly hunting no matter what you want. But in certain areas, they have a certain amount of time of the year that allow for things like you know, deer and that. But you know, you'd be surprised. Like America, I think A lot of it is they'll allow for like turkeys, right? Some of them have become a bit of more of an annoyance than anything. And you guys even have some wild boar in places, don't you? Is that more on the island regions? Things like, how's it going, DPG? Hello, hello. How do you guys have a good weekend? Yeah, how are you getting on? Let me know. Yeah, Lost Records should be a bit of fun. It seems like it's all teenage girls again, so they're trying to sort of recapture that. Anyway, First Life is strange, but I like it. It seems like a little more. Oh, hold on. Someone's pissed at me for some reason. Is it a Kuman, is it? Scumbags, let's get him. You got a problem? Kuman bastard. Come here, can I pull him off this? Come here! My god, did he just fly into the air? Yes, he did! Is he instantly dead? No, he's just falling on the ground. Is there a problem? Nice, and we leveled up. Thanks, bud. That was the hardest fight in the game. I love that we were able to just pull him off the horse. Nice. We did befriend some of the Kumans, but no, for the most part, they're scumbag invaders. Running around annoying people. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. As usual, PlayStation, one of the easiest to access stores, but one of the worst implemented stores. Most games will not get updated till the day they're coming out. They'll just have just announced for fucking 4 months on their store. Or they'll have no price. It's a great store. Or they won't, the day it comes out, they won't mention anything if the game is available until like 6 PM. Because apparently in Japan the world must revolve around it for Sony. Because the rest of the world doesn't exist. The only time you ever get away with it if there's a genuine pre-order. That way it'll count down. They drive me up the wall. Like they have the console sales, they have the studios, they have the pedigree, they have people's trust and faith. Look at that little smiley face. But they just don't use it properly. They squander it, you know? They squander. Like we finally have PlayStation fans going, where are the fucking games? I've been asking that for 2 years, my dude. You think like Spider-Man 2 and God of War Ragnarok is enough? That's like good for like a couple of weeks, man. There's another 50 weeks in the year. Christ's sake. If it wasn't for something like Helldivers 2, it genuinely would have been nothing in the last 2 years. Spider-Man 2 is platinumed in 10 hours. What the fuck am I going to do it again? Play through it again and again and again? Jesus Christ. That's still only about 30 hours and I've already put that in Kingdom Come 2 levels. Hello, sir. Now we gotta kind of lie to him a little bit. Dealt with that poacher.
I solved your problem.
Second tape for that game will be in April. Yeah, you know how much I hate all that shit, but anyway, it is what it is.
Not that one.
I should think.
So yeah, that's weird. So it's 2 tapes. Hope they're 10 hours each or something, you know?
I dealt with him. I found him.
We'll be fine.
Sure he doesn't
We'll get through it pretty quick anyway.
Fella Scarpered.
Scarpered, I love that. We don't use that one enough. I beat Odyssey, lovely. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that. Oh, Friday.
Maybe. You're talking bollocks.
Oh.
And you didn't find any poacher.
No.
If you say he's packed it in,
He's packed it in.
I'll believe you. What choice have I got? Right.
Oh, reputation lost. What a wanker.
Now another one. This poacher pisses me off.
These guys might not even be poachers.
So
You might be
I
just
hope
getting rid of
you'll
the
help me with
competition.
them.
No, I'm telling you. Hey, mate, how's it going? Hello. How was your weekend? Did you get a bit of hiking in? Where should I look for the poacher?
Where
A
does
poacher.
this poacher hunt?
We're helping this guy with
Under
some
the
poachers.
candlestick, where it's darkest.
Nolan Bellum
A
Last
short way
Dance
from
does
here.
not do much. No, it doesn't, does he, Bernie? Did you end up watching it? I think it's on YouTube if you look around.
The problem is, it's a damn big area. Almost all the
He doesn't do a
northwestern
lot.
woodlands.
We
And
get
it's
2
uphill,
scenes
though.
of it.
I get it.
But it is
What
important,
should
you
I
know.
do with this poacher?
Same as last
The
time.
first scene is him
know we have a
not being
poacher
able to
around
move.
Only
So
I
he
haven't
sends
been able
that,
to catch
what
him.
do they call it?
If you can find him,
Alien
catch him and take him
tide
to
or
the
something like that.
bailiff.
It's a big
I'll
old
take
monster
the law
anyway.
peacefully, see?
Right.
He sends them
Find
after
him,
the
catch him,
symbiotes to bring
bring
them
him in.
home.
Is there anyone around here who might know something?
So he doesn't really
Ask
move
the
off his
tanner in
throne.
the valley.
But then at the
Or even
very
better,
end,
ask his neighbour,
he's
the
free, you
fisherman's
know.
wife. She'll tell you twice as much as that old soak.
Right.
He's like a giant alien monster, but he's also like an alarm clock. So by him finding Venom, who's the firstborn, you know, firstborn symbiote, technically all the other symbiotes are his children. Basically that's sent back to Noel that it's like, yep, I know what planet to go to. But they can't really do Noel justice ever. This guy is the Void, you know, he's older than those giant celestials that they don't talk about. He's older than time itself. Before the Big Bang, he was just this creature, alive, this ooze in the void before time, you know. So once the light of the Big Bang happened and all the universes were born, this kind of woke him up, and he was like, "Ah, fuck! Someone turn off the light!" So he literally woke up just to vanquish the light. That's how silly it was. It'll show you how little we matter to him. And he was getting his ass handed to him. He got kicked around a little bit by the Celestials because they're so big, you know. They can hold a whole universe in their hand, for God's sake. So he's pissed off about that. So he retreated and literally pulled a sword out of his own void. And that became the Black Sword, or the, you know, he's known as the King in Black. And this sword was basically like the power of a symbiote, but as a blade, you know. So he went back to the Celestials and just sawed one of the fuckers' heads clean off. And that head became nowhere in Guardians of the Galaxy. That giant celestial head that they do all their business in. Isn't that cool? Yeah, there's a little trivia for you. I'm not Mr. Comics or anything, but my God, I love the deeper lore. That's why most of the MCU stuff I don't give a shit about. Like people's obsession with Doctor Strange, I couldn't give a fuck. I don't care about the Sorcerer Supreme. At the end of the day, he gets the shit kicked out of him always by Scarlet Witch every single time. No matter. Stephen Strange is pointless in the whole grand scheme of things. But here we are listening to Cumber Snatch. And I've seen, like, you see everybody's bloopers and they're having a good time, they're having fun. And then you see fucking Cumber Snatch and he's like dead in earnest, like he's trying to be this cool guy. But I know what you are, you piece of shit. He was a shitty little British actor. He was a Poindexter, basically. He was a British nerd, and he played that in every single movie. He was the butt of every joke. And that's who he is in real life. You're the butt of everyone's joke. You know, another guy who kind of plays the nerd a little bit, but he's a much better actor and cooler dude is David Tennant. Like that guy is just, he cracks me up. Now he can get a little bit annoying too because he's a typical kind of joker. If you seen him in like as Doctor Who, he's great. And then if you see him as in Fright Night, now he's kind of playing this Russell Brand chauvinistic, ego-driven pig. He gets a little bit annoying, but he plays it so well. He's a good dude. He would have done a better Doctor Strange, in my opinion. What is what is. See what I'm saying? Okay, but sometimes you'll open it and the map is just broken. It's okay, they'll fix it. Alright, poacher number 2. Let's go find this guy. Anyway, sorry, not to turn it into another fucking rag-on Cumber Snatch day. But it's just so easy. I'm sorry, it's just so easy. What a useless fart of a human being. There's about 4 or 5 MCU actors that are pretty much washed up and are just delighted that they still have a job, you know? And they get paid some serious amount by Marvel, so they don't care. See, can we sneak through this little place here? Trying to use my horse as much as I can because there's a little laneway here somewhere up there. It'll give me a little bit of a boost. But yeah, there's a couple, if you go look at them. But then what you find out is a lot of these actors are like a slave to some, you know, substance or another. And by, you know, if the most people are getting paid around the same in MCU. So you're looking at probably like even a base wage of like 5 million. Which is a lot for some of these, they don't deserve it. You can see why so many of the women are like, huh? They're giving this wash up. Oh, look at this over here. This washed up actor. More than I'm getting. This is cool, I love this stuff. Can I get up there? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oosh. It's okay, buddy. Probably have to lockpick him. I don't have a... No, I don't. We got Brunswick's... Oh, I keep finding this guy's stuff. I need to figure it out.
Why would somebody just leave such a nice piece of armor laying?
I think this is like...
What's in it? A piece of parchment.
Yeah.
That's strange. I doubt any of the local bandits know how
This is
to
some
read and
famous
write.
prince
Maybe
or
I should
something.
stop by Troskowitz. The local scribe might know more
I keep
about
finding his armor by accident. It's like a treasure hunt. And it's some of the best armor in the game. Prince Brunswick. Nice. Prince Brunswick. Lovely jubbly. Weekend did a little baby hike. Okay, nice. Little baby hike. That's good. Once you get out there, once you get into the fresh air and the heights and the scenery, it starts to ease your soul a bit, I'd say. This medieval Harry Potter, pretty much. Pretty much. Huzzah! There's my little dog. You have to get him back. We got our horse Pebbles as well. That was a funny old quest. Alright, more of these deer. You can go hunting if you want. Like, it's crazy how realistic all this bloody game is. I was just showing you. We happened upon a woman who was attacked by wolves and helped her. And we were skinning the wolves. And then a Kuman came along and he wanted to take our stuff. So we slaughtered him as well. We're still in the prologue, but you know, this is like a third of the game. It's huge. It will be a bigger map. They definitely kind of took a bigger page out of The Witcher. The hell was that? But yeah, you guys picking up pattern this week, this upcoming week now is huge for games. So tomorrow is Avowed. I didn't know people were having it early, but they had it early. And that'll be fun. I probably will play that in third person if I can, just to switch things up. That's going to be fun. I think it'll end up being better than in Skyrim for the most part. We'll see. Combat looks amazing. About time. I hope it does exactly what Fallout New Vegas is and light a fire under Bethesda arse. But I don't think it will. Hope it does, but I don't think it will. It's Bethesda we're talking about. They are knuckleheads. The only way for things to change over there is to get rid of Pete Hines and Todd Howard. But then you run the risk of getting some fucking rainbow-haired flute job in there, and you're like, oh my god. Do we need all this shit in our game as well? There's apparently a character in Avowed, and he's basically the Garrus from Mass Effect of the game, so that sounded great to me. And there's great combat. You can have like dual flintlock pistols. You can have like the wands in the game you use for magic, but you have a spell book as well, and you can change the spell book, change the wand, have 2 wands, whatever you want. So maybe that's the Harry Potter we're looking for, right? Nice. This is one where he's giving us very small directions and I don't listen. I don't listen. And then we have that Lost Records game, which is Don't Nod's new game. I know, yeah, they're pushing out so many games. Don't Nod have 2 separate offices, right? One team does all the Life is Strange stuff. They also work in conjunction with Deck 13, where they do the spin-off stuff. And then on the other side, they have, you know, the Action Boys who make Vampire, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and Banisher's Ghost of New Eden and whatever else, you know. They don't seem to push too much DLC for those action games, which honestly on a good day I'm happy about. I prefer that. Because it means they're probably working on the next game. Because it was not that long since Vampire, right? What was that, 2018, 2019? And then we got Banishers last year. You know, 3-4 years between games should be the way. Just fucking 6-7 years and then cancel it is ridiculous. Like Sony are now doing what everybody gives out about, but they're showing off games way too early. You're not going to see Intergalactic blah blah blah, Heretic, whatever. I'm going to see that for another 2 years, 3 years. Honestly, I think they'd have Last of Us Part 3 out before that. And then Wolverine, that's mission action. You won't see that till next year, next fall. What else did they show off? That new House Marquee game, Seros. Good luck with that. It said 2026. So that means 2027. You know how it is. Sony have fucked this generation. They really have. So half of the fans are pissed, as they should be. Finally, they're waking up. And they turn around, and instead of going after Sony, it's like, hey, just put out smaller games, smaller budgets. We're okay with that. They turned around and went, oh, it's okay, we're getting Xbox games now. Nah. I'm like, okay, that's fine. All you're doing is furthering Game Pass, so thanks, I guess. As a streamer, Game Pass is the way to go. Like, I'm going to get Avowed on the Game Pass now, which is fantastic. And then I get Lost Records on the PS Plus. So then that saves me a chunk of money, and I'm going to reinvest it into another game, which is like a dragon, like a pirate, whatever it's called. So there you go, see? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Okay, this is such a wide area to search. I'm never going to find this dude. Sheesh, that's what I was saying. It makes it very difficult. You don't think so on the map. My god. Alright, let's see. Game 1, comb the forest. Find the person responsible. Might the tanner know something? Ah, bollocks, I think I walked by the tanner, did I? Where is he? See, sometimes you might not be able to. Fisherman's wife about poachers. You might not be able to even find him until you talk to him. It's sucky, but that's how their mission structure works. David Tennant did appear as Kilgrave. Oh, Jessica Jones, yeah. He did a good job. He did, he really did, yeah. Absolutely. But you know how it is, like, we want... They keep using the great actors for one-and-done roles. Fucking Anthony Hopkins for 5 minutes is Odin, and that's it. Like, this dude's a world-class actor. Good lord. Did you ever play Lost in Random? Yeah! It's really good. They have, like, I don't want to call it expanded universe, but they have a sequel and a spin-off game coming. It's really good. If you like Alice Madness Returns, I never got to finish it. It was one of those indie games that what I'll do is I'll play these games, and if it really grabs me, I'll just finish it. I'll play it to completion. But if I'm too busy or something else has popped up, I'll just do the one stream of it. It's not the best. It is something I wanted to come back to. This is cool. But yeah, it's really good. It's really good. So you're playing this kind of little Alice type world, you know. It's kind of creepy and well made. And then you have this little dice buddy. So the combat's kind of, the best way of putting it is like second person. I played a lot of kind of second person. So you're not fully in charge of the combat. And the dice rolling isn't that specific, but it does help. It's really good. And for €3, that's a bargain. So they're doing a sequel for it. I think they're also... Did you see that Midnight Walk game that I was showing you on one of the State of Plays? It's you play as this kind of little pot candle dude, and all the world's coming alive. I believe that's them as well, which is insane. Like these guys, I wonder, are they made up of some old Leica studio or even like little random Tarsier studio people or something? Am I walking slower because my boots are fucked? That's crazy. Leave my dog alone. There's a poacher. And then they're working on a spin-off game, which is a top-down, which is called Lost in Random, The Eternal Die.
That's a serious accusation. Are you sure he's the poacher?
They're great games.
He earns much too much coin for an ordinary.
So yeah, big ups to those guys. That's coming up pretty soon.
He can't have that from honest
Trying to get my
work.
hands on that one as well, dude.
Would he head off into the forest every other week? Eh?
The Eternal
It isn't him.
Die.
It's someone in league with him. Someone who lives in Witch's Copse.
Witch's Copse?
There's a path behind our outhouse.
That's where I was.
If you go along it for a while, you'll come to a cross in the forest. And north of that, there's this big clearing. And Witch's Copse is beyond that. Folk are afraid to go there. It's guarded by old pagan idols.
Interesting.
Do you have any actual proof?
Have you got any proof that the tanner is poaching?
Did you see
Yeah, Alice
all
Man,
them
hell
hides?
yes. I was really hoping he'd get to finish that trilogy, but he didn't.
So he has hides. What of it?
Exactly. You saw he ain't afraid of putting them on show.
Oh my god, this
Even
woman.
buckskin. He knows if he puts them on show, nobody'll question it. He wouldn't be so suspicious. But you know what I'd like to know? What's he got hidden in his workshop, eh? Apart from hides.
Back off. Have you seen him poaching with your own eyes?
Have you ever seen the tanner poaching with your own two eyes?
I haven't actually seen him, but I'm quite sure it's him. I just know it. I'll gladly confirm.
Okay,
That won't
fine.
be enough when the...
You want a witch hunt for
That'll
a
be
fucking tanner.
Be sure and
So she thinks that the tanner is secretly poaching. That's why his stocks are so,
and all the information.
you know, fresh and plentiful.
justice must be done.
Alright. I hate those women. Those are nosy neighbours. And yeah, maybe 1 out of 100,000 times they actually catch a criminal, and thank God they were nosy. But every other of those times they're fucking victim blaming and you know, causing bloody trouble. Really. Bloody hellfire. Yeah. For €3, dude, that's fantastic. I think I played it on Game Pass. I'm sorry. Yeah, but Alice, oh man, what a great series. He was going to do a Wizard of Oz style game as well. I think it was called Oddworld or something like that. Had a weird, no, not Oddworld, that's that series. There's something like that though. It could have been like Ozworld. No, that sounds weird too. I don't know, something like that. Hello, anybody home? Let's have a look here and see how well he's doing. Okay, our sword's doing well, so we don't need to sharpen it. We haven't gone into the bat stuff, and they've improved the recipe system. Not only now can you make your own potions and stuff, you can make your own soap and perfume to entice the ladies and keep your clothes clean, which is cool. Keeping your clothes clean is important, because it'll actually say you stink and they won't talk to you or anything, which is hilarious. There's so much going on in this game. I love it so much. If you've ever been thrown off by the combat, trust me, I was exactly the same, but give it a little bit of time. That's fine. A lot of people avoid combat or use bows exclusively. So yeah, and there's ways of just straight up avoiding combat. Are you seriously stuck? I can see you disappearing. I know you're in my way. You little shite. Okay, yeah, he's got some serious setup for tanning. Tanning is usually half of a store of the size of this, with a few, I've shown you before, it's like 2 or 3 skins that are like stretched out and drying. But you can see this guy has the entire fucking place to himself. You'll always find their like the place where they poop, but also where they throw their offal, which is the stench from there must be, oh my god, it's like stomach bile and lining and intestines. Here's more drying as well. Well, these ones aren't drying. He's actually be cleaning them. But you also, I think when you put them in the water like that, it's a form of stretching them to make armor and clothes and stuff, isn't it? There's probably a better word for it. Look at this. Like he's got a setup better than Temu, for fuck's sake. What in the name of God? Yeah, this isn't normal. Alright. More in here. Oh my lord. And more down here. Oh my. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. I'm expecting like a traveling troupe of Chinese workers to just... Dude. I suppose we're just going to have to talk to the master poachers.
I'm trying to track down a poacher who's hunting around.
Talk to the man himself. It's a bit easy.
Mission. But sorry, I don't know.
Eternal Day apparently is not in the same genre. It's like a roguelike. Yeah. It's like top down as well. That might be a bit fun all the same.
You talk to her?
Yes. And they even told me that you're the poacher.
Whoa.
That's no surprise. I wouldn't expect a good word from them. Quite the contrary.
No, you don't look much like
They're
a
probably
poacher.
just jealous. He has more business.
Or are you?
Or
How would I do
maybe
that?
the fish
I've got a trade that earns money.
are
I've got no
scared
cause to
off
risk
by
my neck
him
poaching.
washing all of this
Still, I'd like to
downstream,
ask you
maybe?
a few questions anyway.
Think about that.
Maybe you know something that could help.
As you like.
The NPCs in this game act almost like Bethesda. They're really dumb. But they have a wonderful AI script behind them. It's the Warhorse's own baby. But basically, they're aware of what's going on in any part of the world at any time. I don't mean like they get angry or whatever. It's not that. I mean that they have, like, they understand. It works like rumors and small talk. So I couldn't... we were having a friendly drunken fight with this guy, and I couldn't seem to win. Every time I would beat him, it would set everybody off. I think I was committing a crime, which technically we are, you know, if someone's going to get hurt. So what I did was I pulled them away from the camp and beat the crap out of them, left them unconscious. And later on, a quest later, people were talking about what I had done, or, you know, if you leave a body out in the open, they're like, we found this body here. So that was kind of cool. And then, I didn't do it myself, but someone on Twitter did it. He basically put all manner of stuff on the ground. It was something, he did a time lapse of people picking up 300,000 groschen worth of stuff on the ground, and you know, it was cool time lapse to see them all picking stuff up. That wasn't even the cool part. Depending on the reputation of the NPCs, from noble all the way down to like beggars, they would pick up things according to them. So the nobles would only pick up shiny gold stuff and things that were worth their time, while the beggars would just take everything. It was really cool. The stuff going on is insane, absolutely insane. Okay,
How's trade?
It's going well.
just little things like
There's
that, you know.
demand.
Pretty damn
Who
cool.
do you sell most to?
Depends. I take everything to Troskovitz, and there I see what's what. But the
Alright.
better hides go for fancy shoes and clothes.
So yeah, tomorrow we'll
Things for the
go
gentry
for
and that.
Where'd
Avowed
you get the hides?
and
From some
Lost
suspicious
Records.
fellas in the forest?
See how long
No,
that takes
I
us.
ain't like that. I have an
And
agreement with the
yeah.
huntsman and their hands.
We have a little bit of
Bring
Tomb Raider
what they
Angel of
hunt,
Darkness
but
as
it's
well,
not that
which has
often.
been
They don't bring
hilarious
much,
to me.
and not the best stuff neither. More often they bring me hides from the village. They butcher animals and skin them, and everything is processed. I do the hides.
I don't know, man. That seems a little bit too easy. I don't believe you.
It's fishy. You aren't afraid to put your hides on display, like it's a front for something else.
I don't know what you're getting at.
If someone took a look in your workshop,
Oh no, don't,
find
Henry.
it
I was going to have a look.
No. All I've got in my workshop is a few more hides.
Right.
then.
Well, he says that they're processing it, and we can already see that there's a massive dump over there full of offal, which is intestines and all that. So, bullshit.
Thanks.
I call bullshit. Okay, let's have a look at his workshop. I wish sometimes Henry, he's too good for his own goddamn nature, man. Why don't you just tell him we're going to break into his fucking workshop? Obviously, it's going to be locked up tight. You can see here he's like burning stuff as well. Yeah, very hard lockpick, so you're not getting in that way. Let's have a look through the window. See, do we see anything different? I'm seeing lots of little hides drying for sure. But we're not looking for the hides anymore. We're actually more over here. We're looking for evidence of... yeah. Looking for evidence of him slaughtering. And so we're looking for carcasses. We're looking for intestines. That kind of stuff. It's all very horrible. You see, they don't do that. No wonder, like, this is all black plague and rats and all that. That stuff needs to be buried. Not only to get rid of it, but also to not attract animals, you fucking turds. Here we go. Here we go. This is a way in. See, there's always a way. Lockpick very hard, or giant open window with all of the fucking... Look, he's got the freaking antlers and everything. He's got it all here. Inspect the antlers. We caught you, dude. We caught you.
A few hides here.
Yeah.
So what are these trophies doing here? We'll have to have another chat with him.
Yep. We got trophies. I'm telling you, this guy's... He's probably like a freaking millionaire groschen. Wonder can we come out this way? I love how they must have done research on this. Look how they use their candles here, right? So you've got this dish, and clearly it's some kind of oil, or even they might even been using, I can't remember what it's called, but there's it's almost like the soap and the fat and stuff. There's something they get off of animals. That might just be normal oils anyway. I can't remember. There's a name for it anyway. And it can be used for candles and things like that. And then you have this little... It's probably doused in it. Oh, the wick basically, which is like just a piece of twine that's been dipped into oil. And then, yeah, there you go. One candle. I see them everywhere. It's really cool. Can't remember what the name was. Is it called tannin or something like that? I know we're talking about tanning. I don't mean it as in tanning. Something like that. I'm close, but no cigar, right? Alright, let's go. There you go. Don't need to lockpick that. Let's go confront this guy. I think he's got himself quite the little business here. Little shithead. Huh? I kind of knew from this over here. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He's got a massive mound of stuff. I suppose they wouldn't be eating that stuff. Oh.
I'm here again on account of that poacher.
I see.
Let's get this guy. He's got a hell of a racket going.
If I remember rightly, you specifically said there aren't any trophies in your workshop. Just a few hides. Then I take a look, and what do I see? Antlers and a whole lot. Yeah,
at least the other guy was desperate to feed his family.
I'm sure you've got some nice.
So I took pity on him. But this guy.
Let's hear it then, Tanner.
Wanker.
Or should I call you poacher?
No, that's not how it is. I'm no poacher.
Oh no.
I admit I make a bit of extra coin from better quality hides, but that's all. I never poached nothing.
So how do you explain it? They'd envy your antler collection even at Trotsky Castle.
Yeah, they'd hang them up.
Where did he get them all?
There's this fella. He came to me a while back and told me he'd have goods to sell, and that we'd both make some coin out of it. So we made a deal.
And what does he look like?
What did this fella look like?
Just a normal bloke, youngish, dressed like anyone.
Damn, we need to get to the bottom of this.
No. But he didn't look like a poacher. He didn't have a bow or anything.
Well, that's a great fucking help.
Exactly. Do you meet with him? Yeah, maybe we can sneaky.
Do you meet this fella regularly?
No, I only saw him the once.
Okay.
We agreed it would be better not to meet.
So you haven't seen him since then?
So have you got like a dead drop or
Where can I
something?
find the poacher?
Yeah.
I heard he hunts somewhere to the north, in the forests around the pond.
I don't know. I didn't want no one to see us together, so I came up with the idea of a stash in the woods.
There you go.
It works like a charm.
The dead
we
drop.
have a place in the woods where he leaves the hides and I leave him money.
Right.
I check it every few days and take the hides.
And where is this stash of yours?
Well, it's just a hole in the woods with a cover.
Right, and where is it?
Northwest from my house. And there's an old resting place with a wrecked cart. There's a stream runs past it, and a few paces above it there's some boulders and a fallen
Oh
tree.
my god.
That's where you'll find it.
Anybody catch that? Oh my god. Is the poacher close to the stash? Okay.
That should do. I'm going.
I'd be glad if you didn't mention it to Vostatek.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It could have unpleasant consequences for you.
Exactly. Alright, did anyone catch that? Northwest of his house. It'll help me in the map a little bit. Oh no. What the fuck? Is that what he said?
I really need to eat something.
No, you're not that hungry, dude. Chill out. He goes fucking apeshit. It's like northwest of the house, past the stream. There's a boulder. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? You hungry? Jeez. He usually does that if there's enemies around. They could be on the road somewhere. Come on, Pebbles. That's a good girl. Something about button, right? I didn't catch it either. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. Let's try going along here. We'll stay off the cliff if we can. We're getting close to our poacher. I like these quests because
I'm so hungry I could eat a horse.
you can eat a horse. Watch out, Pebbles. About to lose our horse.
Go.
It's like a everyday life of we're trying to do our little wedding crashing, but You must. I think once you do the wedding crashing mission, it's pretty obvious that that'll end the prologue and we'll be going to a whole different map. So you might want to get everything you need done, maybe. Who knows?
Quick!
Sometimes they're weird about going back to these places. Okay, skirt. Well. Look at this. There's the wrecked cart he was talking about. And I see some poaching bits. Anything here? And he said something about a stream. There's an old camp. Oh, still kind of warm. There's a well. Oh, look at this. What's all this? That's got to be a mark for a reason, right? What the fuck? Jumping leaves a lot to be desired in the game. I don't think I'm stuck now. Okay. Guess I'll follow the stream along here. Is it going to lead? Looks like it's leading somewhere. Okay. And then what did he say? Something about a boulder. There's like a cover. Aha! Yeah, antler shards, cobwebs, and Vadlak Pond poacher's gear. Ooh! Maybe I could wear that and trick him? Hold. That's cool. What?
Eat something.
Oh, shut up. That's where you never ate. There's a bit of dried beef, you big baby. 69. Alright, armor. Is it there? Might not be wearable. Look at this stuff. Jeez. Poacher's kit from the secret stash. Proof for the gamekeeper. My dog should be able to track down its owner. I love that. Okay. So now we go and get Mutt. Mutt, are you there, buddy? You get stuck just like me. Hello, Pebbles, but I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for me dog. Where's my dog?
Heal.
There you are. Come here, come here. I need your help, buddy. Okay. Let me go to commands. No, I think it's behavior for some reason. No. Okay. Just chill. Track. Here we go. Track.
Here, Matt.
Here you go. Can you smell this? Now, this doesn't always work. He gets a bit buggered. God bless him. He looks like he's following something, but he's just in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I'm following you. I trust you. If anyone, I don't trust you. Around the circle. Have you ever played a Dog's Life, this old PS2 game where you play as a dog and you have to follow all these scents in the air? It's like pinks and yellows, and sometimes it's black and white for the way they see the world. It was a really cool little fun game. I had kind of Secret Life of Pets humor before Secret Life of Pets. I always remember that game. Because nowadays we have a lot of pet and animal games like Stray and all that, and Little Kitty, Big City, and it's not the same. It's just not the same. They're little experiences, but you feel like you're a part of it, but you're not. You know, you're very limited. A Dog's Life was weirdly ahead of its time. A lot of fond memories of that one. His quote's working now? Good, good. Jesus Christ. Oh, here we go. We have our poacher. Let's see, did you find him? Is it going to lead straight to him?
Are you lost?
Are you lost? Bitch. Convince.
A bit. I'm looking for a poacher in the forest.
There ain't none here. Try around Lower Semine.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Farewell. I think Mutt is still leading me to where I need to go. Farewell. I'm still following you, buddy. Hold on, it might not actually be him, maybe. Look. Where are you taking me to? I don't know if I'm still following him, I'll be honest with you. This is what happens. And then he kind of will reset, God bless him, and you think you're still following him, but he's actually just running ahead of you because he's following you. So it really is the dumb leading the dumb sometimes. Come on, buddy. Like, somebody slipped my dog a Mickey Finn because he's a bit wonky. See, look, now I think he's just following me. Are you just following me now? I think he's just following me. Mud! You are a fucking mud, aren't you?
Search.
It's a cool idea, but I think we're almost there. I see some tanning hides here. This guy's trying to lead me away from it. I don't think I need you anymore, Mod. Thank you, no. Ah, deal with the pug.
There's nobody here now. I could take a look around the area, or just wait for the camper.
Yeah, it's obviously this guy coming up behind us trying to tell us to go away.
Nice camp.
He did a great job hiding it. What a
Hides and
gobshite.
gutted deer.
Eh? Fucking hell.
Gamekeeper Mostatek has been looking for you.
What does he want? The garlic I harvest here?
He wants us to go and see the Troskovitz bailiff together.
Yeah, let's have a
ain't
little
going.
time. A dude was obviously a poacher. Strike him down, right? How's it going, Pyro? Hello, hello.
So keep
How was your weekend,
distance.
man? The nice way, the hard way. Yeah, let's
Listen.
do it in the nice way, or
I
else I'll
want to give you a
kick your
chance
ass.
to think again, and poaching's wrong.
Yeah,
Think of your nearest
poaching's
and dearest.
wrong.
I ain't got no one, fucker.
Then
Whoa!
thank God.
Okay, this
Don't
guy wants
give
to
me
die.
that god shit. Fuck that bollocks.
Alright. Arrest him.
We're going to see the bailiff.
He's not gonna come.
Bollocks to that. I warned you, and I'm going to kill you.
Jeez.
Well, I'll get you.
He said we can't slaughter them, sadly. That doesn't mean I can't kick the living piss out of him. Come on, bitch. This guy has no armor on, but somehow is able to survive all this chainmail being punched in his face. What?
I'll beat you.
I wish the fucking paws weren't in the way. It's kind of hard to see. You've got two big fucking paws in the way of the screen. Thank you. This man can take a beating.
You've no chance against me.
Shut up.
You're a dead man. You know that.
Oh, I saw a bit of blood there. I saw a bit of blood. Oh! Oh, broke his arm.
Jesus, I'm here.
You're no match for me.
Cut the bullshit and fight. Fucking hell.
You fight like an old hag.
Bastard! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Jesus! I'm hit!
You're no match for me.
Cut the bullshit and fight!
What the fuck is this guy made of?
You're no match for me.
Cut the bullshit and fight!
I don't know why, but Mutt will not attack him.
Mercy!
He's about to take out that. Look at him. He's about to take that shit out. We're going to the bailiff.
Right. And don't.
Ow! Damn it!
I'm telling you,
lucky if I can even make it there.
unarmed
Well, you know
fighting
what to blame but
is
yourself.
harder than
Move.
the swords. Lads. No, I'm so far away. Where are you going? Oh my god, I'm actually going to the bailiff. This is like 2 days ride away. Oh my god. You motherfucker.
Mostatek told you I might be bringing you some poachers.
Blah, blah.
So here's one for you. He chose the forest round Vidlak Pond.
No,
Alright,
it's too
bye
late.
bye.
You're for the
Yo for the news. What's this now? You're watching the execution of a poacher. I told you it does this randomly. Oh my god. Wow. Well, that's what you get. Damn. That was quick, that was quick. I never seen that and go from escalate quickly. Are you the bailiff? No. Jesus Christ almighty. From the noose. So bare knuckle boxing, that was quick. Alright, where the piss did you put me, game? Yeah, sometimes I don't think they ran out of time or anything, but they just chose to do things. I don't remember the first game like this, but it does a lot of this black screen, and then it goes like sometime later. You know, it sounds good. It's a story. What you call it? Story device and all that, but not really. See, look, now it's night time, you fuckers, and then you won't talk to me because nothing gets done in this game after 7 p.m. It must be fucking British. Nothing gets fucking done. And of course, now it's claimed that I'm trespassing. I can't even talk to them. Yep, we bastards. Shut up. Shut up. How is that my fault? I didn't. It doesn't tell you you're going to go 2 days ride to bring them to the bailiff. Just lock them up for a bit. Ah, gear break and limit the number of portals to town. Just to name a couple. We've been playing a lot of Path of Exile too. Really? Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I played. I played some on stream. It is good. It's. I will say it has one of the worst loots in, you know, a top-down game ever. It's just the same shite, incrementally better. So it's, I think Path of Exile 2 is much better than Diablo, but Diablo's loot system is much better than Path of Exile 2's. There you go. Yeah, it's very good. Nice. I didn't expect you to be playing a game like that. It's good fun. Hard as nails. Yeah, people put thousands of hours into that already. Because you start getting into... The thing about Path of Exile 2, a lot of those games are the same, but they only start to shine in the end game and you're like fucking 80 hours in. So you start to create these specialties in your loot, you know, so it starts to make sense then, but it's like, I don't fancy like waiting for loot to get better 80 hours in, you know. But they are good. Yeah, it's definitely a much better game than Diablo. The problem with Diablo, like, it's coming into its own now thanks to the Vessel of Hate and that, but that's the same problem again, waiting for a an expansion. And randomly enough, they announced the next expansion for Diablo 4. I was at like a DICE award show or something. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Let's sleep till morning, love. Yeah, gear breaking. Oh, they removed all. Yeah. Limited number of portals. Yeah, I think you can just portal straight to town, can't you? No, you're dead right. All of those series are so long running that they're desperately afraid to change things. So you have these horrible, you know, things that need a quality of life improvement that just never get it. It's like, oh, we can't possibly, you know, remove this and that. And yeah, I know you hate gear breaking in general. You hate it in all games. I get that. I will say, like, as time has gone on, as I've gotten older and played more games, I do...
God grant you health. Are you going to bake bread today?
I do. But listen to them talking. I do tend to start hating on encumbrance in general. Because it really is just a stopgap, so you have to keep coming back and going again. It's like, this is stupid. So a lot of these games, even this one included, I find myself, you saw me, I don't even pick up half the fucking armor to sell. And I could min-max, but you'd have me running forward and backwards to shopkeepers and stuff all day long. It's just, nah, you have more than enough money. And in Fallout, I used to be that guy. I'm like, okay, well, this spoon won't give me any money, but this cool silver teacup will. So let's bring that. And then I just, yeah, give the fuck up with that stuff. Okay, let's have a chat. We've already got rid of 2 more for him. How many more do you need? I dealt with that one.
I took care of that poach. He's in the hands of the bailiff now.
No, he's not. He's hanging from a tree.
Who was this crook?
Some asshole pretending he was there picking garlic.
Lovely.
Yeah, Squad was playing it. I get you. Nice.
Now I'll drink to it, I reckon.
Hey.
We can both have a little celebration.
You can port it straight to town Diablo, but you need portal scrolls.
You've had more practice than me.
Good lord.
Is there anything
Any
more
mechanic
I can
that
help
takes
you
you out
with?
of immersion story
don't
quests
need
is bad.
anything
Yeah.
And is
It's
there
cool.
some other
I put in at
gatekeeper
78
around?
hours. I'm exhausted.
The
Nice.
only proper gamekeeper around
Yeah, at
here is
least
me,
you picked
but
the best of the
Nevercoff is a
tree.
gamekeeper too. You could try him. Varel, as in Barrett. Go and see him.
Okay.
Where does he
Go
live?
see him.
Close to
This guy is
He's got a
Billy
cottage with a
Connolly
hill
all
and
day
his
long.
eye on the surroundings. We're both having trouble with this.
Okay.
This ghost.
This
So
ghost.
it might be worth talking about.
Is it Mel Gibson
trouble
in The
there.
Patriot? Great movie.
I'd be curious. Thanks for the tip.
Top tip. Fuck off. Have we washed ourselves? Yeah. Really does matter. Once you get a couple of the perks and the bath maids later on, it'll do it all for you. It'll wash you and your armor. Because right now all my armor's kind of shot, so you know you won't be stinking, but close to it. Okay, where to now? Where to now, buddy boy? Now that's cool. Hell yeah, dude. I wouldn't expect you to play one of those games. Just goes to show, like, this is something that game devs don't realize, but Xbox is slowly realizing, but it's too late. People go where their friends are, not even where the fucking consoles are most of the time. They go where their friends are. So when Phil Spencer finally admitted, he goes, we lost the generation where people built their digital libraries with friends. That was during the Xbox One and PS4 era, and he's dead right. Now, we had lots of digital games on PS3 and Xbox 360, but there were few and far between, and it was like, okay, now you're being given free games, and you will even tend... Look where I gotta go. You'll even tend to stick with those as well. Mother... Fuck! Okay. He did say lower Samin, so I believe him. Okay, time for another fast travel. This one's during the morning, so we shouldn't be stopped too much. Oh no, look at that. Scene of an ambush. Stop and decide to do what to do next. Okay, let's do that. That's cool. So what you can do here, see if they are, there we go. If you, yeah, if you crouch, it'll say mut to sick 'em. It'll tell you what they are, bandits or whatever. Oh, I'm snuffling today. How's it going, lads?
Come here. You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit.
Go on then, you're arse kicking.
Too slow.
Yo. I thought I was too slow. Blah! I love that fucking ragdoll. Alright, boy, what you got? Good boy, Mo. Don't you touch my dog. Are you running away? Oh my god, he did like face down, ass up, and then died. Nice. Cute. What's on that, boy? You suck. Yeah, mainly just take the groschen. This is the person they killed, a poor townsperson with a wagon. Nice. Most of these are random encounters, so they don't actually, not actually NPCs who die. But you can just clean out places. Where did the guy go? Oh, there you go. And sure, and take their weapons. That's a flanged mace for 350. Nice, I'll sell that. Got a bit of iron as well. That'll be good for blacksmithing. We tried some of the blacksmithing. Really, really cool. You have to do this kind of rhythmic beating of the hammer. But the only thing is, their way of doing the rhythmic stuff, instead of using like a musical tone or just the rhythm of the hammer, they decided to add a whistling thing, which is probably based on reality and, you know, some real accounts of blacksmiths. But not easy to listen to, that's for sure, after a while. Interesting idea though. Let's see, another camp, stop and rest. No, continue. Alright, let's go. See, when we're going to the bailiffs, they didn't stop us. I'm going to fix your sword. Mid-quest, bad game design. They want to be immersive. Ironically, there's the opposite for me. Yeah, the only games I didn't mind it were games. That's another human. What was he doing? Dead Island, Dead Rising is more because I like zombie apocalypse. Yeah, yeah. What I like about this game is when you're doing that kind of sharpening your sword stuff, it has like 4 different benefits, you know what I mean? I love that. So you never feel as though it's a pain in the arse. You feel like you're, you know, you're getting stronger. So if I sharpen my sword with the right perks, it's giving me a strength bonus, it's giving me a stamina bonus, and then if I sharpen my sword to the right amount, I get this perk called Razor Sharp, and I get 10% more damage. So like, it's fucking incredible. And then I think it even improves your energy as well, which is wild. Instead of using up energy, with this perk, I get the energy back. It's basically a way of you getting better at that thing. It's almost a joy to do. Yeah, this is a pretty special game. I see a lot of people playing it. Wasn't expecting, even a few booby streamers, but you don't know. They could be sponsored. I don't know. But I never thought I'd see the day of like Henry walking around with crazy, you know, almost simulator style medieval, and then a big shagging pair of tits in the corner. It's good times we're living in, boys. Good times. Concubines for all, with a low cost of a $5 a month apparently. But they're not prozzies, I swear. They're not modern digital prozzies. What's crazy is some of them, God bless them, they are, it's not their fault, but they are that quintessential airhead, you know? And it's not meant as an insult, they literally show themselves up. So one of them just happens to be one of those ones where she just has the ginormous, like fucking double J's or something hanging out every time. And she just tells you exactly what it is. She started when she was 19, which I think is ridiculous to get into that kind of, you know, work. That's shocking that you're still a child at that point. But she was like coming out of high school, and most of her friends. If she's coming out of high school at 19, there's something wrong with her. Anyway, that's besides the point. Airhead, whatever. Probably stayed back a few years. But all of her friends told her about this OnlyFans and to do that. So her grand prospect, now she's probably a millionaire now, so who really gives a fuck? But her grand prospect coming out of high school was to get into the sex industry. There's no shame in it. As I said, she's probably making more money than all of us, but my god, yeah, what a weird world we're living in. But there you go. There you go. Once again proving that genetics and fucking chemicals in people's brains is enough to...
Hey, you there! Please help me!
What happened? This seems like a trap, huh? Rob trader, are you sure? It seems like a trap. What happened, buddy? Why are you half on the ground?
What's going on?
I beg you, untie me!
Okay. Is this the ghost? Do you think the ghost did this? What happened? This could be part of the quest. It could be a random encounter.
Thanks for untying me.
No.
I thought no one would ever come by.
What happened?
Help me! I've been robbed!
I get that, yeah. Heal. Let's see if it works.
How about I take a look at your wounds?
You're a sawbone?
A sawbones?
But
Yeah.
I've patched up
Can you imagine what that is? I'm off to bed. I mean, thank you for coming in, dude. Appreciate it. Sorry, I'm trying to start earlier and it's going the opposite way. Appreciate that, dude.
Didn't even hurt, did it?
Well, it almost didn't hurt.
Can we give him some shoes?
Tell me more about this robbery.
I was ambushed by a band of thugs.
Did
4
you
men
play Dead Island 2?
beat
What
the
did you think
shit
about it? I
out
think I'm
of
nearly
me,
sure you did. I
took
can
what they
remember
could
talking about
carry, and left me in nothing but my undergarments.
Be
My
thankful they didn't murder
undergarments.
you while they were at it.
True as that may be, they took all my wares.
Days. Okay, I'll help you.
I'll help you, as a good Christian should. What can I do for you?
God will repay you. If you have some spare clothing, or perhaps a few groschen, I'll take what you can give me. I'm not picky. Boots and hose would come in useful, though.
Boots and homes? I haven't got no boots and homes. I got boats and homes. Give me something to wear. I'll give you some money. Here you go.
I'll give you some money. Buy what you need. Here you are. And guard it well.
Thank you.
I don't think I have. Sorry, but I don't think I have any expert clothes.
That's all I can spare.
Thank you.
The only thing I have is this cool Prince Brunswick special stuff. You ain't getting that. I should have given him this. Oh well.
So much.
Then I can rob it
God be
back
with
from him.
you.
Okay, God be with you. Don't steal my horse now. Get out of here before people see you in your bollocks. That was just a random encounter thing. Okay, cool. When was the last time this game saved for me? Asked Varl the gamekeeper. That was at 9:15. Okay. Let's save ourselves. Had a shit ending. Yeah, had a cliffhanger ending, which is stupid. I do want to see where it goes. I want to see if we're going to get some kind of superpower stuff. Then we'll have, like, Dying Light. Don't know if any of you bother with Dying Light 2, did you? It's worth it.
What do you want?
Did you give that away, PS
You
Plus?
look terrible.
They should. I look terrible because I was in a fight. Well, fuck you.
Gamekeeper Vostatek from Takov sent me here.
You were sent by Vostatek?
Yes. He hired me to find and catch poachers in his forests.
Yar.
Job's done. He said there's something I could help you with. He was talking about some ghost?
Nice. You might actually be useful then. What's your name?
Henry.
I'm Varel, the gamekeeper in these parts. But I suppose you know that. The lad who helps me
I do.
told me a while ago about
It's on the
this
PS Plus,
ghost
not played yet.
situation.
Okay. It's good,
I'll
dude.
tell you about that after you
It
help
takes a
me
while
with the
before they
bastards
give you some of the
infesting my
proper
forests.
items,
What do you say?
which I felt held
Will
it
you
back
do
a
it?
little bit.
Aye. I just need to know some
Once you get
details.
into it, though,
Sure.
it's fantastic.
Ask away.
It made a big deal about choosing, you know, who to help. You know, you've got these little outcrops of society. So there's like a sort of a police unit in it, and then there's like the Bohemian people. So you're like you give them water, you cut it off from the other guys, and they're pissed at you. But in the end, it didn't really matter. It's video game choices as usual.
How do you know you've got poachers?
Yeah, and it doesn't even
The
matter.
usual.
But
There's
later on,
less
kind of
and less
spoilery,
game,
you get
and
this
there's always a reason
paraglider,
for that.
and
I
it
thought
works
at first it might
with
be
the
them
system.
wolves
If
that
you
are
help the right
rampaging there
people,
too.
they turn
Well,
on
I
these
found some
vents all over
remains.
the
It's a poacher,
city.
all right.
How can you tell?
There were
And it just
knife cuts
completely
on the
changed the game for me. It was so
bones,
much fun.
marks of wolves' fangs.
So if you knew what you were doing well, you just paraglide between the fans, and you're going up on giant, like, post-apocalyptic skyscrapers. Shit was really fun. But yeah, I think they got ahead of themselves on that one.
Where do these bastards of yours usually hunt?
I'm so
The
snuffly, I'm
first one
sorry.
has been poaching Troskovitz, the graveyard site. Now we've started patrolling there. He's pulled back to Slatigo, somewhere to the east of the graveyard.
Okay.
And we
Why's that?
Thank you.
Place it. You know
15
that
lines of
Mr.
dialogue
Creed,
to
but he
tell
didn't
me
eat
where to
fucking
go. I'm still pressing skip. Sorry for anyone who doesn't like me skipping dialogue, but you've got to understand, Western writers are so in love with their own voice, even when they're writing it down. Just shut up and tell me where to go. Why do I need to know this stuff? After you've told me the location and where to find, I don't need anything else. Say toodaloo, off I go. But they don't do that. They love to sound their own voices. I swear to God, when I hear reports of games and like, we've 150,000 lines of dialogue. Who the fuck cares, man? That's half of that shit I'm gonna skip anyway. They're literally beating their own chest. They're trying to outdo the other guy. But the average video game player is like, fuck this. You know? Nice. I don't think we played a single quest in this game. It wasn't over an hour long, which is impressive. I'm so snuffly. Why am I snuffly? Alright. Do I have to talk to anyone else here first? No? The truth about a poacher in the Slatigo forest. According to the viral gatekeeper, turned up and said where the east. Alright. This has to be the ghost they're talking about. We did this funny quest with a sheep called Ignatius, and he was going to be the lure for some wolves. And he would talk to you and just go, meh, meh, meh. And it was really funny. But I was watching other people play that mission, and it didn't get him killed. I got him killed because I didn't know. I couldn't hit the wolves at all. And now we find out if you block an attack, he does a poke attack, which is much more effective. The game works with the 5-star combat system, right? So it wants you to give into that. So sometimes you'll be sneaking up on an enemy, and if you don't use knockout, just say you like swing your sword violently before he gets ready, the game will not register it hitting his body on purpose. And that sounds ridiculous, because it is. Swinging away. The reason for that is it wants the enemy to get its sword out. It's like a fucking fair use thing, you know? But you can sneak up and shoot them with an arrow and stuff. I don't think it's that deep. I think people are just making an excuse for a bit of a rough hit detection, that's all. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I do slightly hold it against the game that they didn't improve things over just in the combat over the first game. I've said this. It has a vicious problem with the lock-on system. Each combat is sort of like a chess game. You've got a 5-point star which represents each of the limbs. And that's fine, that's great, I love that. One-on-one is amazing. You're trying to guess their next move. You've got so many things you can do, so many weapons. It's wonderful, it really is. But as soon as a second enemy comes up, or sometimes you're fighting 5 guys, it completely shits the bed. It breaks down, it doesn't know who to lock on. The camera swings wildly, violently, and violently. I got violently. So yeah, that was a point of annoyance in the first game, and they didn't fix that. So sorry, can't quite give you the 10 out of 10 on that one. Like at Neds though, even like a Dark Souls or whatever, it comes down to the point of just don't get into fight with more than 1 people. But try telling the game that, as they run literally through you, clip through you to hit you from behind. It's unfortunate. I play all zombie games, yeah. Linkin Park reference, right? I know. Wonderwall reference. Jesus Christ, they're a devil for this. I blame Assassin's Creed for this shite. These kind of search bubble things. I don't need you to point to the exact area, but good lord. We'll see how Assassin's Creed Shadows is. Tell you, the games aren't going to slow down. We're almost in March already. It's going too fast. It's going too fast. I want to book a few trips as quick as possible. But is that Belladonna? It's almost Belladonna. Belladonna helps you with savior snaps. You want to pick that up if you ever find it. It's more purple and black berries. This one has pinkish berries. Most of this stuff can be picked up though. Like, you don't think so, but it can be. Like, nettles are good for savior snaps. Marigold is good for health. Sage is good for meals and stuff. It's really good. I don't really fuck with that kind of stuff in games, but this game is wonderful. I really love the alchemy. It's not, you know, cauldrons and ghouls and goblins and Eye of Newt. But it's close enough. Just breaking stuff down in the pestle and mortar is a bit of fun. Hold on, I must have found something there, did I? Unfinished cottage. Let's go back to that. I always argue how so many Oasis songs are better than Wonderwall. Yeah, absolutely. Jesus Christ. It's just that bloody meme, huh? You're dead right. Nice. I was looking at a few videos of the Brummie accent. It's such a weird one, isn't it? My goodness. From Birmingham. I know people from Birmingham, and they have just no difference really in their accent at all. It feels like a stereotypical British accent, you know. Very normal, very easy to understand. But apparently this Brummie accent, so there's even like select counties in Birmingham or wherever it is, or select parts of Birmingham that they just have this incredibly... They sound Dutch. They actually sound Dutch. Mutt, if you get in my fucking way again, dude, I'm gonna have to send you away. Why must the dog be tripping over my fucking feet just like a real dog? There we go. No, that's not a cottage. What's this? Look at this. See, I almost end up finding the place before I need to. There's literally a bag. And... oh, there we go. There's that again. See, this is clearly important. Must be a reason for that. Like hanging your shoes on telegraph wire. Hello, hello, hello. Find out the truth.
This is a poacher's camp for sure. Only there's no one here. And it looks like nobody's been here for quite some time. That's odd. Must have a look around.
Oh, hold on. Mud sees something. I have a perk on him now that he'll growl when enemies are nearby. Aim and fire. Nice. It's a free skill book. Oh my god, that scared the poos out of me. The poos. Leave my dog alone, you fucker. Well, I didn't... That's my fault. I did not listen to his warnings. Thank you, Mutt. Is there another one? This is what happens, these fucking poachers, man. You're leaving raw meat and blood everywhere. You're attracting... Oh, looks like the other wolf ran away. That skill book. How you read books in this game, it actually takes time. And you sit down and read it page by page. It's really cool, actually. Instead of just walls of bullshit text. I love this game. It absolutely shits on all of Bethesda stuff, but ironically also has many of very similar systems, including like weird ass bugs and NPCs doing ridiculous things, and you know, even just some bad voice acting sometimes. Okay, so he hasn't been here in a while. I don't think I know anyone from Birmingham, but not my favourite accent. Yeah, a lot of people in England, you're actually seconding what they've said. I think it was one of those videos like, what's the worst accent in... It was one of those weird rabbit holes. In England, a lot of people said Birmingham. A couple of people said Geordie as well. It's only the ones that are a little bit they don't understand. A few said London as well, like they're really posh. Here we go, poacher's knife from Slatigo. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I went around one of those weird rabbit holes. I was watching a couple episodes. They pop up of that lad. Rate My Takeaway. Do you know him? He's one of them local legend stories. He's a big fat lad who goes around eating a whole lot of takeaways, making them even fatter. But the big thing that seems to, you know, he seems like a good person, and that seems to bring people in. And also he brings his own table and chairs to these places. He's been over to New York and everything. And he's making serious bank because people are like, you never know how much these people make off YouTube, but there's signs. There's usually signs, you know. And in his case, it's not the clothes he wears; it's his cars. He has a habit of pulling his table and chairs out of the boot of his car. And he started off with some fucking you know, a Seat Ibiza or something, and then you know, a couple of years later he's in a fucking BMW M3.
Must be the unfinished cottage Varel was talking about.
I have to find a key for that. Boar's tusk. What's this here? No, oh, he's sleeping here. Okay. Normally you'd find the key somewhere. Hello. He turned this cave into his own little personal place. Whoa. Watch out for traps and stuff. Schnapps, strong. Marigold decoction. Yoink. But yeah, he was in some random takeaway and all the kids were gathering around. And it kind of reminded me of those old innocent days, you know. The kids coming down to random ass places just because it's kind of viral. And it was apparently a shy bag of chips. It just became viral over something. Okay, wonder could I use the knife? Would that help for a scent? Silent can be sniffed by your dog. Okay, there we go. I was right. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so slow right now. I'm all caught up.
Search.
Don't sniff the knife now. Don't hurt yourself. But I think he had a hell of an accent as well. What's the whole Phoenix Knights Peter Kay accent? Is that just Manc accent? It must be. I know a lot of Manchester people and they don't have that accent either, so he must be hamming it up fierce. I suppose like anywhere else, different parts of the city. We have a lot of weird accents over here, for God's sake, so same thing. So it's so funny how close we do mimic the UK. Like your guys' London is our Dublin D4. They have horrible snooty accents. Yes, I'm from D4, and they're like all up in their nose. I'm like, what? And it's just a small part of Dublin, D4, just split up into numbered areas and D8 and all that. That's our London. And then there's Culchies, which are just outside of Dublin, which means just from the country. But then it goes a step further, and it's boggers, which is what I would be considered, which is people who work in the peat bogs, not on the toilet. We have very thick accents. There's another wolf. Seems like it to me. Clear off! Oh no!
Looks like the poacher was attacked by wolves in
Yep.
his hideout. He tried to flee.
Damn, the poacher became the poached. Damn, look at all the cuts and bruises on him.
I've got some evidence.
Just
if you
been
want to.
slashed. Wow. Well. Oh, you motherfucker! I didn't know we were still in combat. Are we done now? Any more? That's the thing about the wolves, man. They hide in the trees and stuff. Now I can, as I said, I can butcher these wolves and take all their bits and pieces, but this game operates on very classic medieval. So anything you hover over, it'll say like everything in this land belongs to the king. So if you're caught with meat that you're not pre-approved to kill, or you know, wolf fangs or whatever, you will go to jail. It's basically stealing the king's property. Isn't that wild? That's some medieval bullshit. He literally owns the air you breathe. Sometimes all I need is the air that I breathe. Alright, we're on like poacher number 5 at this point. We're cleaning out the land. You love to see it. You really do. Alright, lovely jubbly. Guilty Pleasure on YouTube recently has actually been watching scenic drives. Nice! What's this? Why is someone following me? Nice, dude. I really love the travel videos. I know everyone seems to like that guy. What's it, Outdoor Boys or whatever. You remind me of an old teacher I had. He has that similar face. It's hard to explain. It's like a flat face or something. Or glasses and all. So I don't watch him too much because it just gives me weird like annoyances. Oh, it's not his fault. It's pretty cool. And maybe he'll give me some food. I'm working for him. But yeah, I love travel videos. I love the ones that just there's no talking or anything. You know, it's just like a day in the life kind of thing. Love that stuff. There is no, that's steal food. There's a couple of videos like that. There's one guy who does like he has a GoPro attached to his chest and he just serves breakfasts for people. And it's usually over the course of time he like doxes himself. I'm like, dude, you need to stop doing that. So apparently he works in the DHL canteen. But yeah, I don't know. When I was younger, I used to work in a restaurant, so it must be just, you know, nostalgic for me or something.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I've got news about that poacher that you
He's
sent
dead.
to catch.
Worst Scottish accents definitely. Inner Glasgow. Oh, so high pitched and squeaky.
What does that
I hate accents like that.
Well,
Jesus.
You know how you said this poacher leaves a mess behind?
I know.
I
the
love
weasels
seeing like the culture of Japan and
makes my
Korea and
blood
China.
boil.
Anyway,
But I have to say
that's how the
something. I'm
wolves
sorry.
sniffed him out.
It's just my own
He didn't
personal
stand a
taste, but
chance
some
against them.
Korean
There
accents.
wasn't much left of him, but I brought at
It
least
is
this
just
as proof.
whiny.
Show
It's
me.
just a whiny, nasally, squeaky
Hunting
noise.
knife.
It's so
This
annoying.
knife will be no use to him
And people
now,
love. Some people love that.
but still.
You know, they search it on
No
the
one
corn
deserves
hub, if
such
you know
a
what I
fate.
mean. There's a
Getting
weird
ripped to
side of things
pieces
like that.
by wolves.
They like that whiny, waily, almost crying
Never
noise.
mind.
Like, dude,
I'm not gonna
how?
grieve over him.
You
I mean,
said
I know
something about
it
a
takes
ghost.
all comers, but
Can you
Jesus
tell me what that's
Christ.
all about?
Hold your horses.
I couldn't
All in
focus.
good time. If you help with another poacher, I'll tell you the whole
Alright,
story about.
I think
the
I'm being led
royal
around about this
child.
ghost, am I? No chance.
Oh, leave it out.
Leave it out.
Tell me about the next poacher.
What do you want to know?
What should I do with him? Is there anything different about this one?
What should I do?
If some wild
Ah, it doesn't
beasties,
matter.
but make sure
Yeah, there's a lot of poachers on the rampage. Is there anything different about this one?
this poacher is operating.
Yeah,
on a
walk
big
arounds of
scale.
random cities.
Big
Yes,
scale.
you kind of
He's
living
killing so much
vicariously
game
through.
that he must
It
be
also
selling
gives you
some.
little haunts to
There's
check
much
out,
more he
right?
could use
Like
himself.
local haunts.
Only to prove anything, I'd have to grill all the innkeepers in the area.
I feel the same way, dude.
Anyway,
Where does this one hunt?
It's kind of like giving away
Any idea where I should go?
a silly
looking?
idea I have, but I don't
stone's
care.
throw from here.
I'm
In
a
the
huge
woods
fan
around
of
Semi
Anthony
Pond.
Bourdain. I've brought him up a couple of
Right
times
here,
over the
I do
years,
nice.
not a whole lot,
I
but
don't like going into
like,
them
he's
forests,
not exactly
to tell the truth.
somebody
Even
to,
though
you
they're
know,
nice and close,
idolize
there's
or
something
anything
not
like
right
that.
about them. The
You
game
know, he
is
had a
often frightened.
pretty damn rough life,
He uses that
but
to his advantage.
I've always
Maybe
been
a bit of
drawn
praise will
to
know
his
something.
honesty.
The
I don't want, we're getting that
poacher
lightning bug
Dear,
again.
thanks.
But yeah, I've been
I'll
drawn
go
to the
find
man's
Good
honesty.
luck.
He's just
Later, my
a
friend.
glorified chef. Do you know what I mean?
I'm as
Chef
hungry as a
turned, honestly, another one of those celebrity chef internet personalities or TV personalities. But yeah, he kind of branched out and wanted to do his own thing, and he really did do Bootstrap's TV show called A Chef's Tour. He just went around in different countries and see the cultures and eat the food, you know. And then that just kind of evolved. Then you had No Reservations, which was my favorite show, and then finally Parts Unknown. But it's been about 6 or 7 years now, I think, right? It was 2018, but he took his own life. He struggled with addiction his whole life, and he was very honest about it in entire shows. So he grew up around Massachusetts, Massive Two Shits, I don't know how you call it, Massive Two Tits. But it was during the 70s, and you know, after free love and free drugs, the 70s was known pretty much as the fucking heroin epidemic, you know, and he was kind of in that as well, even as a dishwasher. But back then you were like a rock star. But yeah, he's tried everything. He's done heroin and crack and everything, and he's completely open about it. And yeah, he would talk like, so his show started off about food and good food, but he went to every culture. He went to Vietnam. He fell in love with Vietnam. He had multiple episodes. He had some great episodes, like somewhere he went to Northern Ireland and he would have a pint on the Catholic side and then a pint on the Protestant side and have full-blown conversations and that. He was a good dude. The last couple of seasons of Parts Unknown, he could see it in his eyes. That man was gone, you know. He just dealt with depression and addiction. I'd say he probably was relapsing on the side too, but he was a good man. I know a lot of people idolize him, so it's an easy one to go to, but I was so I don't idolize him, obviously, but I was so drawn to the honesty. You'd never hear Gordon Ramsay. Every now and then he'll talk about his brother's addiction, but he talks about it in a shameful way, which I understand. It's very annoying, but Jesus Christ, like, that's someone else's business. But Bourdain did not speak about it like that. He was like, in some ways,
When's the last time I ate something?
he was kind of a little bit too proud of it in a way as well. We kind of reminisce, not realizing it's like, well, dude, that was probably what started this addiction, that addiction. Anyway, so yeah, that's I love watching that show. He was one where I went. I think it might have been Beirut or something. But as they were filming the episode, all the bombs started going off. You know, there was a big fucking giant siege going on, and they got stuck, as you know, press does, in a hotel. I mean, at least he was lucky it was a hotel, not like as a prisoner of war or something. It was very interesting. So there were most of that episode he kept filming was filmed from the rooftop of this building while there was bombs going off, and they could never leave. You know, no one was allowed to in or out. So that was interesting. Most people, when they speak of Anthony Bourdain, they'll mention how they found like nice sushi spots or something as well. Because you know, when he did a chef's tour, this was like fucking 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? Or early 2000s even. So had that old way of filming as well. I loved it. It was really good. He's a good dude. All tattoos and stuff. Now, near the end of his life, he got into some kind of controversial shit. Wasn't his fault. He started dating Asia Argento, the daughter of Dario Argento, who's a world-class Italian horror director. And his daughter, she's a very interesting character, let's put it that way. She was in a couple of movies. She was in that Triple X with Vin Diesel back in the day. She's kind of giving off Russian vibes, even though she's Italian. But yeah, she was like an advocate for Me Too movement, which is like speaking out against the likes of Harvey Weinstein, which is whatever. But the bigger issue is then, as most of them tend to do, they're like virtue signaling. It then comes out that they were getting involved with people themselves. So the abused ends up becoming the abuser again and again and again. It's like there's a weird high rate of that happening. Not everybody, but you'd be surprised. It's fucked up. So if you remember this little actor, he played the kid in so many movies. He was called like Jimmy something, Jimmy whatever. But he was like 16, 17, and she was like in her mid-30s. She apparently got involved with him. Weird. It was one of those things you could tell, like, afterwards he came out and said that she R-worded him and all this. But he was taking selfies and pictures, he was delighted. Like, the same thing as, like, the school teaching that. Most of these guys are not, you know, as we would consider victims. Most of them are, they are victims, but most of them are fucking delighted. Like, well, hey, you know what I mean? Like, it's wrong on all accounts because they don't know what they're doing. Anyway, so that was weird. So, you know, those kind of things, you're like, oh, this is weird. But the reason it comes back to Anthony, he wasn't involved, but she got him involved. She used his basically you know, all the good graces he had done with so much press, and also used his money to pay off to get hush money, which, as you can tell, didn't work because it all came out anyway. And I do believe that, like, Anthony he's aware of his demons, but he's never brought any badness into his life. He has a family, for fuck's sake. You know, obviously he's divorced, but he's children from other marriages, and he adores them. He's talked about them so much time, but he's never brought anything bad to them. So I do think, you know, obviously it's his choice to take his life, and it's a selfish, horrible thing to do, but I do think she fucking destroyed him in a way too. She has that kind of you know, wild alternative girl that will, you know, is not afraid to be a bit bipolar and lean into it, you know, or undiagnosed, which just means that they're going to get in all sorts of trouble. Sounds like just like a very stereotypical midlife crisis, and self-destructive behavior, and destructive everyone around you. Oh, here we go. Here's the weird ghost things. Anyway, so yeah, obviously I'm not fully blaming her. I do think, but if they were leading like a midlife crisis wild style, and she's off doing this and weird relationships and things like that, probably a good chance that he might have relapsed with her, you know. But she does kind of give off that vibe too as well. Sorry, I'm actually judging her a lot. I'm sorry. I didn't know her from, you know, I knew her in a few movies, good looking girl, and I know her from Triple X in a few movies. That's about it. I don't even. And she's obviously the daughter of Dario Argento, who I have a lot of respect for. But if you go back and look at a lot of these directors, they're fucking mad in the head, you know. Francis Ford Coppola as well. Whoo! Like the skeletons these boys have in their closets. Oh, hold on, hold on. The rain's not gonna hide us. Neither is that bush. I think he saw me, did he? See, yeah, now I just kind of live vicariously through. He definitely went to some crazy places, you know. He's been a lot to India and that, and the man is nothing but respectful, you know. Not afraid to eat food with his fingers and things like that. And probably has his fair share of, you know, stomach bugs and that, but never. And he's invited into so many homes and that. That kind of stuff I loved. It was never about the celebrity of it. It was the food and the culture and yeah. Yeah, that's definitely. I suggest watching those. Better than any Marco Pierre Whites and Gordon Ramsays anyway. Although I do like a bit of trash TV like Kitchen Nightmares and Hell's Kitchen at times, but it all gets a bit samey after a while. Same shit, different season. So what are we meant to do here, huh? That is loud ass rain, isn't it? Wipe out the poaching bandits. Okay, okay. Let's see, can we get a free shot off? I never do. I'm so bad at this. Oh bollocks! I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's because I don't have the belt on, is it? Okay, I see. I see. Examine. Evidence of poaching. Okay, maybe that's a good idea actually. Let's be careful because they didn't attack me yet. Okay, I like the idea of the belts. Would the little well down here not be evidence if they're cleaning stuff? Walk around random cities. Watch someone walk around Panama City. Ooh, nice. Yeah, there's so many cities that are like old victims of wars and that, you know. And it's been like 20 plus years, especially like Vietnam is definitely one of them, and people hold it like against, even though like what the fuck, you know, they're just absolutely beautiful cities and good people. So get that shit out of your head. It's mostly the Western world that has that problem with this metal. Anything else here? Why is it? Sometimes I just get that drum beat noise. But no, I don't know. Most of the evidence is going to be knee deep in the camp. I can't get there. Who keeps seeing me? There's someone like walking around, is it? You don't seem too mean. Oh shit, that guy's full armor. I gotta be careful. Yeah, very tough to fight. Does count as evidence? No.
Leave it. Shoot.
Ah.
If you value your life, turn around.
It's alright.
Get over here, quick. Well.
Calm down now. Nobody saw anything and I'm leaving.
I don't want to see you here again, arsehole. Piss off.
I'm leaving.
Next time won't end well for
We
you.
won't fight him yet. Oh, I think we found another piece there, but it just wouldn't let me do both. Piss off. I normally did start attacking straight away, so there's something else going on here.
Clear off. My God. What are you doing here again? Forget about us and get out. Everyone get over here. We've got an intruder.
It's not true. Get the fuck out. Love the characters of different cities, so you can go and get a different vibe and feel. You see the remnants of the cities. Yeah. Oh fuck, man, still funny. What's been like the nicest like people you've met in a country versus the worst? Obviously that's like situational as well, right? Panama, that's like South America, right? Argentina, I think, maybe? No, if I'm wrong, correct me. You'd get pretty far in that city, you know, with a lot of money, but there's obviously a lot of fear there as well, you know, just like, I suppose, like any city. Right, maybe this might count. Yeah.
This is definitely evidence.
Okay. And then, but should I kick off and kill them? Yes.
Right?
God, they find you so easy. Alright, alright.
Attack! Everyone, get over here! My God! It's a slaughterhouse!
It's a slaughter. I didn't kill anybody. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Doesn't really matter either way. Let's head back here. Is in Panama, Central America. Okay. It's the whole last country. There you go. There's lots of little countries there you wouldn't even know of. It's kind of like the Luxembourg problem. Fucking ask anybody where Luxembourg is or if they've been to
I
Luxembourg.
could go for something to eat now.
And it's like, it's not our fault. It's stuck between like 5 big giant countries. No one gives a shit about poor Luxembourg. As people's hearts say, give props to Albania. Yeah, all pissed. I've been a negative image, but can't find it all. Want all people be kind, happy, visiting their country, want to share what they had. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you've nothing but nice things to say about Albanian people. It's good. It's good. Beautiful as well. Beautiful people, beautiful country. You love to see that. I think it gets a lot of bad rap because of certain gangs, as anything else does. And, you know, maybe it's adjacent to other countries that have bad rap as well. Can we talk to you here even though you're asleep? Yes, we
Lord
can.
be with you.
You look a bit different without your clothes on. I know about all these
I found those
poachers.
poachers, like you asked me to.
Poachers? More than one?
Yes.
A whole band of them. And not just poachers.
How do you figure?
From the way they were armed to the teeth. Their camp is a little to the south of the pond.
Better than
It's full
Liverpool
of
as an
loot.
accent, Birmingham?
Somewhere
Damn.
by the rocks.
Worse is probably Sweden.
That's
Not everyone
damn
was rude,
close.
but quite a number
Got any
were.
proof they're
Yeah,
there?
No.
that's unfortunate. But there is.
Do you want me to
I don't know
trust
what's
you
become of them,
again
but,
that you didn't
yeah.
come up with this story over a jug of ale? What did you do with them?
They were too much for me, I'm afraid.
Well, that's not true. I just didn't want to kill them without him knowing.
Results of their-
This
Fuck
doesn't
you.
sound like something one man can deal with. A job I'll talk to
Okay.
the bailiff about.
Are you going to finally tell me about the ghost?
Aye, I will. I need you to catch him. This ghost fella is a poacher too. But he ain't like any
But yeah,
other
with
poacher,
every other
I
country
can tell
getting
you.
slightly lower and lower, you know, especially in the Western countries, getting lower and lower reputation. I think these other countries
should I look
find
for him?
themselves
That
a
bastard
little
is
bit
poaching between
hoity-toity,
my
you know.
patch and Vostatek's.
It's always
Who
been
knows, it's
known
the
like the
least patrolled
Scandinavian
area,
countries get
since we don't quite know
a lot of
which
love
one of us
for
is
their
responsible
scenery,
for it. You
for
just
their
need to head
architecture,
north a bit
and for like their
Trusty
health
Castle.
To the north
care
of the castle.
and their education
Any
programs.
idea where I should start?
You can
I start to wonder is,
start at
have
the
we been blowing too much
crossroads,
smoke
northeast of the castle.
up
Search the
certain
rocks there.
countries?
Like I says, us huntsmen don't.
But I will argue, I don't notice that same kind of arrogance from Norway and Finland. I'm just saying. Someone's got to
You
say
want me to
it.
send him to the gallows?
Exactly. If he ain't already wolf food.
What
All
else
right,
do
let's
you-
go
why do you
find
think-
He's a damn good hunter.
The big
Every
ghost.
shot hits the mark. A real archery master.
Well, good for him.
On the other hand, he leaves a right mess, and the way he guts the animals is shoddy. I ain't sure if he does it on purpose or he's just sloppy.
Oh my god, what if it's the fucking poaching? Could it be a cumin?
Sounds like it's some cumin.
Nah. Them nomads have a
What if it's
real
the
respect for
drunken-
animals
what's his
and
name?
wouldn't waste any part of the
Volostak?
catch.
The drunken
But it's
gamekeeper.
true, there's a
Iceland
lot
as well,
that
actually.
suggests
Iceland
this
are very
ghost ain't
anti-tourist.
local.
I'll
Really?
get on it then.
That's
can't
so
wait to see how
weird.
this turns out.
It's such a small
Good to see
country.
you, my friend.
You think to be half reliant on the tourism. I think that's the thing. I find that in the UK as well, or at least in England anyway. That they don't realise how dependent they are on tourism. Not so much anymore with the no one giving a fuck about the royalty, but during like, say like Princess Diana era, all the way down through fucking, and the height of it I think was like fucking Kate Middleton shite, all the way to the kind of downfall with Meghan Markle or whatever, and then Queen dying. Now I don't think anyone gives a fuck, but during that time there was like a good 30 to 40 stretch even before Princess Diana where it was kind of all he's had for tourism. It was like that and Stonehenge. You know, it's like, okay. But, yeah. Jesus. Yeah, that sucks. Obviously, everyone's experience is going to be a little bit different, but you'd be surprised. I know, what's the best way of getting up here? They really want us to find every little corner of the map. Would that go over there, you think? So you think you could just take a straight shot, but you can't. You can do that in Kingdom Come Deliverance. You'll go off a cliff and die. So, my advice, don't do that. There we go. Let's go here. It's night time, so we'll probably get stopped by some bandits. I'm very hungry as well. We haven't found a place to just stop and eat. I have a little bit of dried beef. I can keep eating that. There we go. We weren't stopped at all. Nice one. Ah, he's not that bad. He's just a whingy bastard, that's all. So I don't need him asking for food every 5 minutes. Where was it? And we got some schnapps as well. Okay, you didn't get any nourishment off that, did you? It just didn't load. But yeah, that sucks. I hate that. I know a few Swedish people, and outside of, you know, the lucky genetics, they do seem a bit... they're all very well off, I've noticed. But the thing about the lucky genetics, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but just like every other country, they're all sort of victims of very diluted inbreeding at some point or another. But the thing is, if the inbreeding starts with decent looks, you know, that's why they're all what's those Swedish people, everybody? Yes, tall and blonde. How could they all be tall and blonde unless there's some king down through the years who probably had his way with half the population? So that kind of happens like that. It's the way it is. That's why half the British royalty have big shagging ears and crooked teeth and stuff. It's just genetics, boy. That's all it is. If the genetic pool is small, otherwise known as inbreeding, then everyone's going to look the same. It's just the way it is. But you know, there are some, you know, mutations and stuff. Lol. That sucks.
Quick!
Whereabouts? Where was that? Like, no.
Whoa! Whoa!
Jeez, I don't even know you. But you must want to die, sir. Oh, bitch. Yeah, I'm definitely not running around fighting full armor dudes. Why did he put the sword away in the last second? What just happened there? The camera fucking freaked out. I was like inside of his belly. No. No. Thank you, mutt. He got 2 free shots there because the camera was inside of him for a second. Good lad. Is that better than the one I have? Old field crossbow. We'll have a look. I don't often see many crossbows. Old hunting, old field. No fielding. Okay, let's drop that one. Move to horse. Cool. I don't know if I can do that. My horse has literally nothing on him. Alright, combat music. Relax. No! Where was that in Sweden? Yeah. Probably in one of the major cities. With the higher population. Which is understandable because so many people out there maybe get in the way of locals. Right, but it's such a small country. I don't know, you'd think they'd be happy with that because Iceland wouldn't be exactly high on the list of export, you know. Don't know if they have a lot to export. So they would require some things from different countries importing and going, you know, off island, get stuff. I see a lot. Most of it's like fucking planes, little planes coming in and out. It'll be a little bit harder to have an uppity view on life. Ah, yeah, like I suppose small towns. Actually, we're going through this right now in the UK and Ireland. These small towns with the invasion of, you know, foreigners and that it does seem to piss people off a lot. It's just more failings of governments. That's all. A lot of people just don't want to deal with outsiders as well. It's that whole, you know, comfort zone and stuff. Hello. It's in Sweden twice, and Malmo, right? Within Gothenburg. Neither of them really grabbed me. Damn, hold on, I think I missed a turn here somewhere. No, we're in the right spot. This area doesn't look like anywhere we can save or chill or anything. I don't know what is the deal with the nests in the game. I don't know why that's become a meme now. But of all the things, like, you don't find, you know, he doesn't point out special fucking, I don't know, herbs on the ground or chests or things like that, you know. Well, that might be the castle we're trying to get into. And for some reason, it's all fucking nests. Like, if I zoom out now, it's just, oh, I can't even see, because if I go around, you'll see anywhere you've explored, it's like 15 fucking thousand nests all around. Look at this shit. It's fucking stupid. I don't know what's the deal with it. They want you to get eggs or something? I swear. Hold on, there's a little road there somewhere. We'll go back to Gothenburg. I think it's deserving of a second chance. Ah, there you go. Gothenburg, is it? Not Gothenburg. There's that yellow thing as well. I think that yellow rope around the tree has to be a mark of these poachers. Let's go find this ghost. We'll be the ghost at night time. God damn, it doesn't look like it on the thing, but there's actually a cliff there. You ride straight off that. Man, you little bastard. Jesus Christ! I'm still on the horse. Hello? I was on the horse. What the fuck was that? See, I think the only issue with this, it's horrible first person perspective because the FOV is so small, I think. But then you can blow out the FOV and it just gives you a fishbowl effect. So what it needs, it's hard to explain, it needs to kind of zoom back a little bit. But I can't do that in first person. You seen that, like, we were in the horse's arse for a second there, I think. Alright, let's see what we can find here. This is a massive area to cover. Yet again, and in the darkness doesn't help. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. Mr. Ghost! Luckily, the game can be a bit stupid like that, is if he has a camp, there's going to be a light on, because even if they're asleep, they leave the fucking campfire on. So it does in turn allow you to find things a little bit easier. This is a wide open area to check, see? Probably need to go a bit more south, but you never know. So just look out for camp light. Put away my torch for a second. You guys probably can't see. It's so hard to tell. That's the problem with, you really are better off getting, you know, 2 or 3 of the same monitors. Because this Samsung one is way warmer. I have a second Samsung one that's of a different model, and it's not as warm. And it has ghosting as well, so the angle I'm looking at it looks like you can't see shit, so I never know. I don't mind Samsung, they're not the best of the bunch, and none of them are, they all have their problems. Philips has issues as well. Even the ones you get from actual computer makes, like Asus and Acer, they all have their issues. Some of them have like fake game modes, fake HD modes. Oh, a load of bollocks, really. Don't get me started on TV and monitor aficionados. Fucking gobshites. Their advice is only as good until they get fucking sponsored by one of them. And just move on because their word is no longer to be trusted. Don't give a shit. My favourite thing you hear is like, even if I wasn't sponsored, I'd still love this thing. Like, is there only like 1 or 2 goddamn people you follow and you just keep reiterating? That's how the whole like, what's up guys, hey guys thing started. Who the fuck calls people guys? They haven't done that since the 1950s and fucking Guys and Dolls. All the YouTubers do it, even me even infected with it. Hold on, is this a little... No, it's just a down tree. I thought it was a little shelter. Damn, where is this little quick? Guess I start from the bottom corner. Let's see, south, south, west. Got it in English, but in Swedish they say it much closer to what you were saying, so I guess that's the real name. Gutenberg? Yeah, I don't know. I go by some people's names, and that's not the same either. Gothenburg, Gutenberg, I don't know. Who knows? Trust me, you be blue in the face. People just like to correct you on things as well, don't they? Don't they? The people from these places, like, ha ha ha, you've made such a horrible mistake. Like every other tourist. Fuck off. Come to our country and see how far you get along. It's the same thing. It's your choice to be a jackass about it though. Hello, Mr. Bower. I wonder, is this meant to happen or is he not bumping into me? Mr. Ghost? It could be a woman, you know, that'd be cool. We've had all these male hunters. Could be like reverse Robin Hood or some shit, I don't know. Because Robin is a woman's name too. So, have any of you been watching any of that SNL stuff? SNL celebrated 50 years, but hasn't done. There you go, there's the camp that gives him away. I told you. It could just be someone walking. Could be just someone walking. Hold on. Yeah, they haven't done a whole lot in the last 20 or so years. Sorry. Honestly, after, like, be mean about it, but after Will Ferrell's run, I didn't really. I think this is just somebody walking with a lantern. Didn't really pay too much attention to it. Hold. No, this is a camp. No, is he moving? Hard to tell. No, he's moving. I think I'm out of the bounds now, am I? Damn it. Thought that was it for sure. But we'll have a chat on here. Probably just someone on the road. Random dude. Hello, that's a woman. What are you doing out here? You okay?
I was beginning to worry what that was. But it's just you.
You okay? What are you doing out here? I found one woman, right? And she goes, hello, Henry of SKALITZ. It was an old woman. And she goes, I've been with you to SKALITZ. You gave me a lot of work. Turns out it was death. So if you find death in this game, be careful. It was a woman posing as death. But she said I have a lot more work where that came from. It's really creepy stuff she was talking about. And I couldn't kill her, couldn't shoot her with a bow and arrow, nothing would work. And she just walked off into the darkness. Nope. That was creepy as fuck. Don't want that to happen again. This game is amazing. I haven't watched SNL. I don't think it's made it over here. Yeah, there's certain little old fucking channels you'll find it. You know, it is. It's like Sky Atlantic. It's like, who's choosing these programs? Yeah. So basically they brought back like 99% of people that were on the show that, you know, haven't sadly passed on or whatever. It used to be great though. Like the main person that's taken over for it is Keenan from Keenan and Kel, and God bless him, he is doing his best. But even during the Keenan and Kel days, and even Good Burger and all that, their whole shtick has been sort of slapstick, but the audience is in on the joke, so it's kind of like that. It's that Nickelodeon humor, you know, the Amanda Show, all that kind of stuff. It's in your face. It doesn't have that much subtlety, so you get the odd little smile about it. But then, just like Jimmy Fallon and all that, they all became just washed down versions of doing the same shit. Like there's this weird thing they keep doing where it's like these drunk women it's a sketch with these drunk women at a wedding, and they keep bringing on celebrities to sing at it. And they did Ariana Grande and Sabrina and all. Like, fuck off! It's so horrible. Like some sketches are bad. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any. Like Kristen Wiig is still fun. I don't know if Josh Hader is still on it. He was hilarious. He used to do that old man reporter. He used to laugh and fucking ass off at that. But there's not much anymore, sadly. So even the sketches, the problem with the 50th anniversary is they have to do a lot of the modern sketches. Because that's just what's in the run, you know. So putting celebrities into those modern sketches, if the sketch is shit, then it doesn't matter who's doing it, you know. It's very bad. Like there's this constant push of Pedro Pascal. I'm like, I don't mind this guy. He's a good actor. Stop ruining him by pushing him down our throat. It's Jennifer Lawrence all over again. Stop it. I'm seeing him everywhere. I can't piss. Same with him and Jenna Ortega. I cannot piss without seeing them at the bottom of the bowl. Like, it's just stop it. Hollywood ruins actors. Actors don't ruin actors. Hollywood ruins them in every which way. Either abusing them literally and figuratively, or just completely milking them for all they're worth, and just you cannot move. And it even looks like he's starting to do that thing, and I know it. I've seen it in so many actors where they're making self-deprecating jokes, but it's actually real. So he was doing an interview with Pedro Pascal. He's like, I'm dying on the inside, and they're like, ha, and he's like, he's fucking dying on the inside. You can tell him he's like aged a bunch, just being overworked. Fucking hell. But unfortunately, a lot of these actors, something that's happened in the last like 20 years, thanks to Marvel and all that, it's you gotta get what they're getting's good, even if it's a shit gig. So that's why you've seen so many apparently action stars in that last all of like 5 movies. Dwayne Rock Johnsons of the world. Damn, dude, you did so many cool things, and then you just sold yourself to the Disney devil, and that's the state of you. I can't even stomach to look at. But there was some good ones. You had like Tracy Morgan in there, great to see him, and Eddie Murphy was in there playing Tracy Morgan in the same sketch as Tracy Morgan. So it was really funny just to see him like, I don't talk like that, you know. That was great. I feel bad for Keenan because you can tell he's literally surrounded by white people and white people humor, and you're trying to be funny, and it's like fucking hard. Like, so they either lean into like black jokes, like that one was like Black Jeopardy, and I'm like, okay. So obviously I didn't get half because I'm as white as white, but some of it was hilarious. Like fucking Eddie Murphy still has it. That guy, like, it was kind of one of those weird controversies, but it wasn't even controversy. It's like another one of them things, like when it comes to like relationship, kids, and divorces and stuff, I don't get why that's public knowledge, but it's the way it is. How am I going to find this guy? This is ridiculous. There's a poacher operating on the gamekeeper, so he's in the rocks. Maybe I gotta go back to the cliffs, do I? Good lord, why is the camera such a biddy? Why are you fucking miles away? But yeah, with him, I think it was like rumors of all these illegitimate kids, even like Mel B from the Spice Girls and everything. And that was the last thing I remember controversial wise, and then he just disappeared for like 10-15 years. He's put on a site away, he's trying to come back, he's doing a lot of sequels, which is always like, uh-oh. And then, I think the best moment of all the SNL stuff, I don't know why there's so much Jimmy Fallon stuff, I didn't even know if he was on there. But like, what's wrong with the world? He's a soulless kind of gobshite, you know? So yeah, every time a sketch with him would come up, I'm like, why are we here? Why are we doing this? But Adam Sandler came on and did his usual, where he kind of makes up a song. This one was all about like basically thanking, he nearly named every single person that's been on it. And then he named a lot of people that passed on, like his good friend Chris Farley and Norm Macdonald. So that was really, and he was genuinely breaking up. He looked old as well, like, I think it's just at that age, he's starting to get those big puffy eyes that a lot of people get. Just some, not for fuck's sake, just some years of, you know, just age and years and stuff. We'll all get it. Lunch, lady land, navy beach. But yeah, just kind of interesting to like look back and be like, Jesus, we did lose a lot of people. But yeah. Most of my, I'm same as you, most of my SNL is through clips and YouTube and shit. Alright, here we go, here's some rocks up here. I should have, oh look at that, I walked straight into it.
This is a poacher's lair, for sure. So where's
Aha!
the poacher?
And somebody's asleep. Wakey, wakey, bitch. It's fucking HANS! It's HANS! I thought it was going to be the gamekeeper. What are you doing here, you little
Sir
shit?
Hans? What are you doing here?
Don't shout. Come here.
Are you the ghost? Oh my god, you little shit. We haven't spoke to this guy. We fell out. We were having a little hangover moment as brothers. Then we got caught and locked in the stocks. And Hans is, you know, Mr. Lord. What a douchebag.
Sir Hans, I'm here hunting poachers, and I come across you.
Henry, I never expected you here.
I was sent here by the Nebuchadnezzar gamekeeper. He said there are poachers here.
The
And
Nebuchadnezzar.
King Solomon to figure out who the poacher is.
Seen a few skits, always looks like they're reading from a prompt. Yeah,
You
yeah.
couldn't choose something different. There's all
Yeah, it was
sorts of
better in the
ways to
day
make
when
money.
they were all
Hold your horses.
ad
How
libbing.
else are we supposed to get some coin quickly so we don't have to go around looking like beggars?
By honest work? This is very risky.
Look, no one found me here until you turned up. And you're only here because you're doing some terribly noble deed again and helping out old grannies.
He gave us so many great comedians over the years.
How it turns out.
Are you fucking serious?
50 years is a hell of a milestone, even if it is a shell of its former self. And they brought out so many great people in the audience as well. Apparently Dan Aykroyd wasn't there, and he was huge in SNL, so people are a little bit worried about his health. I think he's like 78, 79, but they had Jack Nicholson. He's become a recluse, so you might not have seen him in maybe 10, 15 years maybe. So he came out just to kind of announce. I think he was like helping Adam Sandler's Day of that movie, Anger Management, together. But I think he's another actor that is going through a personal medical problem, possibly like a degenerate brain disease, and has just quietly bowed out and want to be left alone, you know, kind of what's going on with Bruce Willis.
The gamekeeper
as they
wants
should
to
be.
get rid of poachers
Also,
around here.
Jack
And I
Nicholson's
promised
one of
to help
those,
him do
he's
it.
one of the old ones where the old souls where he's like, leave me the fuck alone. I never asked for the celebrity of it all.
Well, have you? Surely you don't expect me to tell
No,
him I
but that
didn't
was
find
nice.
anyone?
Why the hell not?
Gee.
You just found some abandoned...
It just makes you feel old as
It's
shit, though.
stroke of luck that he
Alright,
saved you,
Hans,
eh?
what the hell is going on here? Why poaching you? What are you doing? You have to stop. What should I tell the... Oh my god, he really is
There are
poaching.
plenty of ways you could earn money.
What a douche.
Why poaching of all things?
I've always been good at hunting. Remember how we went hunting together the first time? I really showed you up, didn't I?
As I recall, it was the other way around.
Yeah, we didn't have to become a
Rot.
thief and a
I'll
poacher.
make a pile of coins selling this game. And then...
Hans is
that
like one of
idiot
those
on the
guys that
gate
don't know
will
whether to
finally
be
believe we're
friends
not
or to
beggars.
hate him.
He'll be laughing on the other
Must
side
be
of
90 at
space
this
when we
point,
turn up
yeah.
in that binary. And it's a much better way than your idiotic idea with the forge.
Why have we got our fists up? Okay. Poaching is forbidden. What are you doing with the game?
And what are you doing with the game you hunt?
Thanks to my bargaining skills, I can
Right.
deal...
And you realise that this trader of yours could snitch on you if he's in a corner? Or just for the
I was
reward?
wondering where Hans got this. Now we have the horse,
Maybe,
Mutt,
but
and now
someone might see you
Hans.
together.
Now we can
That's
get
not
to the
going
wedding.
happen. We're careful.
Poaching is forbidden. Yeah, what should I tell the
And
gamekeeper?
what am I supposed to tell the gamekeeper now?
I don't know. Make something up.
Yeah.
Maybe you found the poacher and he didn't want to surrender. He attacked you and you beat him. And that's that.
It might work. That's not enough. Let's see if this works.
You have to cooperate at least a bit, though. If I found you, then so can anyone else.
Yeah.
You're making a fuss about
Will this
nothing.
work? Will this work?
It was purely by chance that you found. I'll cover all my tracks.
Wasn't by
clear the
chance,
path,
dude.
And I'll be very careful from now on. Just relax. No one will find me.
Come on. I bet you it won't work
It's
because
not enough.
Hans never listens.
How are you going to hide a camp in the middle of the woods?
I
Yeah.
already told you what I'll do
Guy
so that
sucks,
they don't
dude.
find me. If it's not enough for you, bugger off.
Oh, and the gamekeeper
Bugger
will
off.
want to see some proof that I found the poacher and dealt with him.
Yeah.
Got anything?
There you go. I knew that was going to fail. Hans.
It'd be pretty hard to
The issue with
survive
Hans is
without
not
it,
just the
but-
nobility and the silver spoon
Yeah.
shoved
Yeah,
up his
that's
arse.
fine
then.
He also is an arrogant prick who refuses, and I mean refuses, to hear about anyone else. He started the fight at the start of the game. You know, we were like blood brothers, and then blamed it all on us, and then we were basically left penniless and titleless and everything. So he went his separate ways. So we only figured it out now. So I guess we just leave him alone. Capon's poaching kit, equipment of the poaching nobleman Hans Capon. Well, you know, for a man with all these titles and nobility, what do you think they're going to think of it, dude, when they find out you've resorted to poaching? You're stealing. Well, I suppose then he would consider it not stealing, but you kind of are, you know. You might be a lord of one side of the country, but you're not lord here, you know. I watched... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I watched a movie recently. I hadn't seen it in years. It's a movie I always get mixed up with The Prestige. I watched The Illusionist. I hadn't seen it in a long time. Also on YouTube. I guess we're going back. Nice. But that'll end that quest, won't it? Unless he doesn't buy the lie, of course. Let's make sure he buys that lie. So yeah, The Illusionist came out around the same time as The Prestige. I think Prestige is the far better movie. With Edward Norton. Yeah. So you got Edward Norton, Jessica Biel. Who else is in it? There's a few others in it. I'm familiar. Yeah. And this one, is it like, it's like, I think it's like based in, like Dutch, right? It's based in like Holland and Netherlands. Because you have like King Leopold and stuff in it. But the only thing is, like, the Prestige give you those goosebumps. Like, is this, you know, is this mystical? Is this magic? Like, what is it? It's kind of creepy. Whereas the Illusionist leans far too heavily. Who's this Burger? Faithful companion of every huntsman and poacher. Comedies for finishing off and handy when chopping wood chips. Okay.
Bit longer without food, and I'll really start to be grumpy.
Yeah, it gets too, and by the end it gets like religious. He starts off doing these tricks. I will say, the Prestige, even if it does use CGI, it's so well done and well hidden that I can't tell. But the Illusionist uses copious amounts of CGI, and it's pretty bad. I will say the cinematography of the movie, and there's a sort of a filter on it almost. It does a really good job in that way, but then it reflects badly on the CGI because it's not lit properly, you know. The whole movie is lit so well, it's almost like you're staring down this fucking 17th century, 18th century camera, you know. Even there's certain bits where they fade out to the next scene in that classic, like, black circle that goes smaller and smaller. Yeah. So at the start he's doing this mystical stuff and it's very CGI. It reminds me a lot of Now You See Me in a way, the same type of horrible CGI. Like, you can make things look cool without being so crap with the CGI. But by the end, in The Illusionist, where the fuck is this guy? Did he move? Oh, he's up there. By the end of Illusionist, it had gotten very religious. He was literally trying to summon spirits back. But no, it's very good. Paul Giamatti as well plays a detective in it. And I swear that he was given the role just to make that Paul Giamatti face, where he's kind of like angry and sad at the same time. Paul Giamatti, like, because he's the man's bald with a big beard, there's only so much he can do, so it's all centered around his face and his eyes. So he does a lot of acting with his eyes. So as a detective, he was kind of like, he was kind of corrupt. You know, you had a prince who was basically, you know, being a shithead and killing people. I wonder what people from actual history think of that. It was a good movie. Edward Norton, like, I like him as an actor, but I hear horrible things in Hollywood. I hear he's one of the hardest actors to work with. I didn't know this. I didn't know this at all. Hence why I didn't stay as the hope. Alright, see if the lie will work. Let Capon go free. I found the poacher.
You don't have to worry about the last poacher either anymore. But it was one
Prestige is definitely better, yeah. Jessica Biel does a good job as well. She plays a duchess.
North of Trotsky.
I will say The Illusionist is about 20 minutes too long as well.
Just like you
They
said.
just tightened that up a little bit.
There wasn't any point resisting.
It was really good.
What did you do with him?
It's been a long while. Arrested him. I killed him. The camp was abandoned. Let's go kill.
I had to kill him.
Why did you have to?
That fella wasn't keen on being arrested. The first thing he did was draw a hunting knife on me.
That's the
But he's
best
done
way,
for,
right?
In any case.
We'll find the body.
Got any proof?
I
Got
found his
any
gear on him.
grapes?
He probably used it to make traps. And some tongs as well. Probably for pulling
I've watched
out
Edward
things
Norton in a lot of
Look how
movies.
well
Everybody
kitted out
always
them
comes back
poaching
to
vermin are.
American History X, which unfortunately, as most of those movies
see why he
become,
didn't want to
instead
just
of
pack
being
it in.
a very
He
drastic
had a good
warning
thing
to these
going
people,
there.
it
Good
becomes
Here's your
their
reward.
Thanks.
dumbass like
It's a generous
manifesto
reward.
or
We don't have any more poachers, so take it as a parting gift from us huntsmen. It'll be a long time before any more of the
Well, no,
arseholes
watching movies
turn up
recently,
in
not
the
by choice,
Trotsky
just haven't
forest.
seen one in a while.
You
That sounds
sent
good.
out a clear signal what
It's
they
not
can
been too many
expect.
good ones anyway.
Well, you can
80
take a look at our
groshens.
bows if you want.
We
and
got
in
a whole lot
return
of
for your
hunter
help,
stuff.
I'll
Alright, this
take
was
a
like a
bit
hunter
off the
quest.
usual
Oh my god,
price.
still going.
Don't
Deer
use it for
ribs.
poaching, though.
Wow.
That's
Cobbler's
not a bad
kit.
idea, you know.
Thank you. Oh, that's a horrible
Don't even
fake
think
laugh.
about it.
No, of course not.
I'll tell Vostatic to do the same. But just between you and me, better buy one from me. Bows soaked in spirits aren't very hard wearing.
Look at that, we improved everything, jeez. And